steroid injections are highly effective for cystic acne. Preparation is important. Before applying any spot treatment, cleanse the area thoroughly to remove makeup, dirt, and oil. Pat the area dry completely. Applying spot treatments to damp skin reduces effectiveness and increases irritation. Wait a full 2 to 3 minutes after cleansing to ensure complete dryness. When applying spot treatment, use a clean applicator. Never apply with your finger as this spreads bacteria. Cotton swabs, disposable applicators, or sterile tools are appropriate. Apply a small amount directly to the pimple, covering just the lesion itself and a tiny bit of surrounding skin. Using too much spot treatment wastes product and irritates surrounding healthy skin. Spot treatment frequency depends on the product and your skin's tolerance. Salicylic acid spot treatments can typically be used twice daily, morning and evening, if your skin tolerates it. Benzoyl peroxide spot treatments should typically be used once daily initially, preferably at night, then increase to twice daily if your skin adapts well. Some very potent spot treatments are meant to be used only once or twice weekly. The less is more principle applies to spot treatments. Using more frequent applications or larger amounts doesn't accelerate healing. It only increases irritation and dryness. Consistent, moderate use is more effective than aggressive over-application. Never pick, squeeze, or extract pimples yourself unless absolutely necessary. Squeezing ruptures the follicle wall, pushing bacteria, sebum, and dead skin cells deeper into the skin. This spreads the pimple, increases inflammation, and significantly increases scarring risk. Additionally, using your fingers spreads bacteria to other areas of your face, causing more pimples. If a pimple has a visible white center and you feel you must extract it, use a professional extraction tool or, ideally, have a dermatologist perform professional extraction. If you do extract a pimple, do so properly. First, apply a warm compress for 10 minutes to soften the plug and open the pore. Use a sterile lancet or extraction tool, available at pharmacies or dermatology offices, to make a tiny puncture or use an extraction loop to gently apply pressure around the pimple. Never use fingernails. After extracting, immediately apply an antiseptic and then an acne treatment. This approach minimizes the damage compared to aggressive squeezing. Acne patches are an excellent spot treatment innovation. These hydrocolloid bandages, infused with acne-fighting ingredients like salicylic acid, are applied over pimples. They absorb pus and oil from the pimple while protecting it from external bacteria and irritation. Acne patches work best on surface pimples with visible centers rather than deep cystic acne. They're typically left on for 6 to 8 hours or overnight, providing results within 6 to 8 hours to overnight for responsive pimples. Many people use acne patches under makeup during the day or overnight. They're convenient, visible results-oriented, and non-irritating. Pimple patches containing active ingredients like salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, or tea tree oil are superior to regular hydrocolloid bandages. However, regular hydrocolloid bandages provide some benefit through moisture management and protection even without active ingredients. Spot treatment serums and gels remain on your skin, typically used twice daily. Apply after cleansing and before moisturizer. Common spot treatment actives include benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, azelaic acid, and sulfur. Choose based on your pimple type, inflammatory acne responds better to benzoyl peroxide, comedonal acne to salicylic acid. For very aggressive spot treatment, some dermatologists recommend combining low concentrations of different actives, perhaps a small amount of salicylic acid followed by a small amount of benzoyl peroxide on the same pimple. However, this should only be done if your skin tolerates it well and should be used sparingly. For most people, one spot treatment at a time is appropriate. Sulfur spot treatments are often overlooked but can be highly effective, particularly for inflammatory acne and sensitive skin. Sulfur has been used in dermatology for over a century and has proven antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Some people find sulfur more tolerable than benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid. Intralesional steroid injections administered by dermatologists are the gold standard for large, painful cystic acne. A small amount of steroid is injected directly into the cyst, causing it to deflate and heal within days. This prevents the cyst from persisting for weeks or months and significantly reduces scarring risk. If you have large cystic acne, ask your dermatologist about this option. Common mistakes with spot treatments include starting with too strong products, using them too frequently, using too much product, expecting overnight complete resolution, or abandoning consistency after just a few days. Spot treatment works best with realistic expectations. A moderate pimple treated consistently for 3 to 5 days should flatten and improve noticeably. Large cystic pimples take longer and may require professional intervention. Guide 10. Strategic moisturizing for acne-prone skin, hydration without triggering breakouts. One of the most common and damaging myths about acne is that people with acne shouldn't use moisturizer. This myth causes countless people to have dry, irritated, sensitive skin that's actually more prone to acne. Proper moisturizing is absolutely essential for acne-prone skin, and understanding how to moisturize without clogging pores is critical. The reality is that acne-prone skin, especially if you're using acne treatments, desperately needs moisturizer. Here's why. When your skin is dehydrated, it compensates by producing more sebum. This excess sebum actually worsens acne. Additionally, most acne treatments, salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, retinoids, cause dryness and irritation. Using moisturizer counteracts these side effects, allowing you to continue treatments without excessive discomfort. Finally, properly hydrated skin has a stronger barrier function, which improves overall skin health and actually reduces acne. The key to moisturizing acne-prone skin is selecting appropriate products. Look for moisturizers specifically formulated as non-comedogenic, meaning they don't clog pores or trigger acne. The ingredients matter significantly. Lightweight hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and humectants hydrate without being occlusive or pore clogging. Niacinamide hydrates while also having acne-fighting properties. Centella asiatica, SICA, soothes irritation and supports skin barrier function. Ceramides strengthen your skin barrier, which is particularly important when using strong acne treatments. Avoid heavy oils and butters if you have acne-prone skin. Coconut oil, shea butter, and petroleum jelly can clog pores in susceptible individuals. However, some facial oils specifically designed for acne-prone skin can be beneficial. Jojoba oil, squalane oil, and rosehip seed oil are lightweight and non-comedogenic for most people. If you choose to use facial oil, use sparingly, just a few drops mixed into your moisturizer or applied as the last step of your routine. Texture matters when choosing a moisturizer for acne-prone skin. Lightweight gels absorb quickly and won't leave your skin feeling greasy. Hydrating lotions provide more hydration than gels while still being lightweight. Creams are heavier but may be necessary during winter or if your skin is severely dry from acne treatments. Everyone's needs are different. Experiment to find what works for you. Application technique is important. Apply moisturizer to slightly damp skin immediately after cleansing or applying treatments. This allows the moisturizer to lock in hydration from the water on your skin. Use about a quarter-sized amount for your entire face. Warm it between your palms, then gently press it into your skin using your fingertips. Don't rub or massage aggressively, as this can irritate acne lesions. Daytime and nighttime moisturizing might differ. During the day, use a lightweight gel or lotion moisturizer that won't make your skin feel greasy under makeup or throughout the day. Many people use a sunscreen as their daytime moisturizer since sunscreen provides hydration and protection simultaneously. At night, you can use a slightly richer moisturizer if desired, though many people use the same moisturizer day and night. If your skin is very dry from acne treatments, you might use the layering or sandwich method. Apply your treatment, retinoid, benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, wait 20 minutes, apply moisturizer, wait a few minutes, then apply another thin layer of moisturizer. This significantly reduces irritation and dryness while maintaining treatment efficacy. In winter or dry climates, increase moisturizing frequency or richness. You might apply moisturizer twice daily or use a richer nighttime formula. Some people add a facial oil, just a few drops, over their moisturizer for extra hydration during very dry periods. In summer or humid climates, you might reduce moisturizer richness, using only a lightweight gel. If your skin is extremely oily and acne-prone, you might feel you don't need moisturizer. However, most very oily skin is actually dehydrated. The skin is overproducing oil to compensate for internal dehydration. Using a lightweight hydrating moisturizer often actually reduces oil production by satisfying your skin's hydration needs. Sunscreen functions as both protection and moisturizer. Many quality sunscreens for daily use include hydrating ingredients. Use a sunscreen as your daytime moisturizer, applying it after your morning skincare routine and before makeup. Reapply every 2 hours if you'll be in the sun, or use a sunscreen powder for convenient reapplication over makeup. Hydrating masks once or twice weekly provide intense hydration supplementing your regular moisturizer. Sheet masks or cream masks with hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, or honey can be applied for 10 to 20 minutes, then removed. This boosts hydration without requiring daily changes to your routine. It's possible to over-moisturize. Applying excessive amounts or using too rich formulas can clog pores and worsen acne. Use appropriate amounts, about quarter-sized for your face.
Article 5. How to heal acne scars and hyperpigmentation. Point 1. Understanding the aftermath of acne-clearing acne is only half the battle. What remains, the dark spots, dense and uneven texture, can feel even more stubborn than acne itself. Many people who have overcome breakouts still struggle with the emotional and physical scars left behind. Acne scarring and hyperpigmentation don't only affect appearance, they can also impact confidence and self-esteem. The good news? Skin has an extraordinary ability to repair itself when given time, care, and the right treatments. Point 2. The difference between scars and pigmentation. Not all marks are the same. Acne scars are structural changes in the skin caused by deep tissue damage. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, PIH, are surface-level dark marks that form when melanin rushes to the site of inflammation. Post-inflammatory erythema, PE, refers to lingering redness due to broken capillaries. Identifying which one you have is essential because treatment strategies differ. Point 3. Why acne leaves scars. Scars form during the healing process. When the body detects damage, it sends collagen to repair it. If it sends too little, you get depressed scars, too much, and you get raised scars. Picking or squeezing pimples increases inflammation and collagen damage, making scars deeper and longer lasting. Prevention starts during the acne phase. Point 4. Types of acne scars. Understanding scar type helps target it more effectively. Ice pick scars, narrow, deep holes that look like punctures. Boxcar scars, wide, sharp-edged depressions. Rolling scars, shallow waves under the skin surface. Keloid scars, raised, thick scars caused by excessive collagen. Each requires a unique treatment approach. There's no one-size-fits-all. 5. The role of time and patience. One of the hardest truths. Scar healing takes time, months, even a year. The skin remodels slowly. With consistent care, scars soften, pigment fades, and texture smooths. Think of it as rehabilitation, not repair overnight. Point 6. Daily sun protection. The non-negotiable. If you do nothing else, wear sunscreen every single day. UV exposure darkens existing marks and slows collagen rebuilding. Choose SPF 30 or higher, ideally zinc oxide, based if you're acne prone. Make it your last step every morning, even when indoors or it's cloudy. Hyperpigmentation simply cannot heal without UV protection. Point 7. Gentle cleansing and hydration. Avoid stripping cleansers. Over-cleansing compromises the barrier and delays recovery. Use a mild cleanser with ingredients like Centella asiatica, oat extract, or green tea. Follow with a moisturizer rich in ceramides and niacinamide. These help rebuild the skin's protective layer and retain water, both vital for healing. Point 8. Exfoliation. Resurfacing old layers. Exfoliation encourages new skin growth by removing dull, damaged cells. AHAs, glycolic/lactic, improve texture, brightness, and pigmentation. BHAs, salicylic, clear pores, prevent new breakouts. PHAs, gluconolactone, gentle option for sensitive skin. Use exfoliants 2 to 3 times weekly, ideally at night, followed by moisturizer and sunscreen next morning. Point 9. Retinoids, the gold standard of regeneration. Retinoids speed up cell turnover, boost collagen production, and gradually fill in depressions. They're proven to reduce both scars and pigment. Start with adapalene 0.1% or retinol 0.3%, building tolerance slowly. Expect minor peeling initially. That's normal. Consistent use for 12 weeks can dramatically improve skin texture. Point 10. Vitamin C, the brightening powerhouse. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid, fades dark spots, evens tone, and strengthens collagen fibers. Use in the morning before sunscreen. For sensitive skin, try derivatives like sodium ascorbyl phosphate or ascorbyl glucoside, which are more stable and less irritating. Point 11. Niacinamide, the multitasking hero. Niacinamide, vitamin B3, reduces inflammation, strengthens the barrier, controls oil, and brightens hyperpigmentation. It also boosts the efficacy of other treatments like retinoids and vitamin C when layered correctly. Aim for 5 to 10% formulations. Point 12. Other brightening ingredients worth knowing. Licorice root extract soothes and fades dark spots naturally. Tranexamic acid, excellent for stubborn pigmentation. Use 2 to 3% serum. Alpha-arbutin, gentle melanin inhibitor that pairs well with niacinamide. Kojic acid, derived from fungi, helps lighten long-standing marks. Combine no more than 2 brighteners at a time to avoid irritation. Point 13. Collagen stimulation and repair for atrophic, depressed scars. Stimulating collagen is key. Home strategies. Retinoids, long-term. peptides repair proteins, microneedling devices. When done by professionals, collagen takes months to rebuild. Consistency is everything. Point 14. Professional in-clinic treatments for deeper scars or faster results. Dermatologists offer microneedling, controlled injury triggers collagen renewal, laser resurfacing, CO2, Fraxel removes scarred layers, boosts elasticity. Chemical peels, glycolic or TCA peels resurface texture, subcision, releases tethered scars under the skin. PRP, platelet-rich plasma, uses your own blood growth factors to heal tissue. Always consult a certified dermatologist before these advanced treatments. Point 15. Home remedies, helpful but limited. Some natural ingredients offer support, not miracles. Aloe vera, anti-inflammatory, speeds up healing. Rosehip oil, rich in fatty acids and vitamin A. Green tea extract, antioxidant and soothing. Apply consistently, but don't expect instant fading. Think of these as complementary therapy. Point 16. Nutrition and supplements for skin healing. Skin regenerates from within. Fuel it properly. Vitamin C and E, essential for collagen synthesis. Zinc, supports repair and controls inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids, reduce redness. Protein, foundation of new tissue. Drink plenty of water, minimize alcohol, and reduce processed foods that trigger inflammation. Point 17. Avoiding new scars during treatment while healing. Prevent new breakouts at all costs. Avoid picking, squeezing, or over-exfoliating. Stick with non-comedogenic products, clean pillowcases, and consistent cleansing. Point 18. The role of microneedling at home. Caution advised. Some use at-home derma rollers, 0.25 to 0.3 millimeters, for mild texture issues. Disinfect thoroughly and never roll over active acne. For deeper scars, professional treatment is safer and more effective. Point 19. Managing expectations and mental health. Healing scars can be emotionally draining. Progress feels slow, and lighting changes can make scars look worse some days. Remember, no one has perfect skin. Focus on overall improvement, not perfection. Self-compassion speeds recovery more than stress ever could. Point 20. The perfect evening routine for scar repair. Gentle cleanser exfoliant, AHA/BHA, alternate nights. Vitamin C or niacinamide serum. Retinoid, 2 to 3 nights/week. Ceramide moisturizer optional. Facial oil or sleeping mask. Consistency trumps intensity. Give your skin 12 weeks to reveal results. Point 21. Combining treatments safely. Never layer too many actives at once. Here's a safe pairing guide. Morning, vitamin C plus niacinamide plus SPF. Night, retinoid plus moisturizer. Alternate exfoliants, AHA/BHA, every 2 to 3 days, not daily. Your skin needs rest days. 2.22. Long-term maintenance and prevention. Once scars fade, prevent relapse. Continue using SPF daily. Keep retinoids and vitamin C in your rotation. Manage stress and hormonal cycles. Treat pimples early to avoid future scars. Healing scars is not just skincare, it's self-care. Every day you stay consistent, your skin rebuilds itself from within. Article 6. Sensitive skincare. Calm, repair, and strengthen your barrier. Point 1. Understanding sensitive skin. Sensitive skin isn't a disease. It's a condition where the skin's protective barrier becomes weak, letting irritants and allergens penetrate more easily. People with sensitive skin often experience redness, burning, stinging, or dryness after applying products that others can use comfortably. In reality, nearly 60% of adults report some level of skin sensitivity. The key to managing it is not avoiding everything, but rebuilding and protecting your barrier, the invisible armor that keeps your skin balanced and strong. Point 2. The science behind the skin barrier. Your skin barrier, also known as the stratum corneum, is made up of tightly packed skin cells held together by lipids like ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. When this barrier is intact, it retains moisture and blocks harmful substances. When it's damaged due to over-cleansing, harsh exfoliation, or environmental stress, skin becomes dry, inflamed, and reactive. Imagine your barrier as a brick wall. Remove too much mortar, lipids, and the wall starts to crumble. Point 3. Common causes of sensitive skin. Several factors can weaken your barrier. overuse of exfoliants and acids, harsh cleansers with sulfates or alcohol, fragrance and essential oils in skincare, weather changes, cold, dry, or windy climates, hormonal fluctuations and stress, genetic conditions like eczema or rosacea. The more triggers you identify, the easier it becomes to protect your skin proactively. Point 4. The difference between sensitive and sensitized skin. Sensitive skin is genetic. It's just how your skin behaves naturally. Sensitized skin, however, is created. It becomes sensitive due to damage from overuse of products or environmental stress. Most people today actually have sensitized skin from doing too much, not too little. The good news: sensitized skin can fully recover with the right care. Point 5. Step 1. Simplify your routine when your skin is reactive. Minimalism is your best friend. Cut your routine down to 3 essentials: gentle cleanser, hydrating moisturizer, sunscreen, SPF 30 or higher. Everything else can wait until your barrier heals. Your goal is stability, not stimulation. Point 6. Choosing the right cleanser. Cleansing should never feel tight or squeaky. Look for pH balanced, 4.5 to 6, sulfate-free, fragrance-free cleansers. Good ingredients: ceramides, oat extract, panthenol, green tea, glycerin. Avoid foaming cleansers with sodium lauryl sulfate or menthol. Wash only twice a day, morning and night, with lukewarm water. Point 7. Moisturizing. The Article 7. Diet and nutrition for clear, glowing skin. 1. Why what you eat shows on your skin. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, and also one of the most honest. Every bite you take affects its elasticity, clarity, and ability to heal. Unlike creams that work from the outside, nutrition fuels your skin from within. When your diet is balanced with vitamins, minerals, and hydration, the difference is visible: fewer breakouts, brighter tone, and a natural glow. Your skin is a mirror of your gut and your habits. Point 2. The gut-skin connection. Inside your intestines lives a vast ecosystem of bacteria called the microbiome. When balanced, it controls inflammation and absorbs nutrients efficiently. But a diet high in sugar, alcohol, and processed food throws this balance off, leading to acne, rosacea, or eczema. Supporting your gut with fiber and fermented foods is the foundation of clear skin. Point 3. Hydration. The simplest glow secret: skin cells are made mostly of water. Dehydration causes tightness, flakiness, and dullness. Drink 2 to 3 liters of water daily and add hydrating foods like cucumber, watermelon, and oranges. Herbal teas, chamomile, green, rooibos also count. Caffeine and alcohol do the opposite. They dehydrate. Point 4. Essential macronutrients for skin health. Your skin thrives on a balance of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Protein supplies amino acids to build collagen and elastin. Healthy fats, omega-3 and 6, keep the barrier supple. Complex carbs, grains, vegetables, provide steady energy without insulin spikes. Crash diets deprive skin of these essentials and can lead to dryness and premature aging. Point 5. Vitamins that make a visible difference. Vitamin A controls oil production, speeds healing. Found in carrots, spinach, eggs. Vitamin C boosts collagen and fades dark spots. Citrus, kiwi, broccoli. Vitamin E, antioxidant that protects from UV damage. Nuts and avocados. Vitamin B complex keeps skin moist and reduces redness. Whole grains and bananas. Point 6. Minerals for strength and clarity. Zinc, anti-inflammatory, reduces acne. Pumpkin seeds, lentils, seafood. Selenium, fights free radicals. Brazil nuts and brown rice. Iron, prevents pale, dull skin. Spinach, red meat, beans. Copper, supports melanin production for even tone. Point 7. Omega fatty acids, the beauty oils within omega-3s, EPA and DHA, from salmon, chia, flaxseed, and walnuts reduce inflammation and dryness. They improve acne, eczema, and psoriasis by keeping the barrier resilient. Aim for 2 servings of fatty fish weekly or take a high-quality fish oil supplement. Point 8. Antioxidants. Your natural sunblock antioxidants neutralize free radicals that cause wrinkles and pigmentation. Colorful plants contain the most: berries, pomegranate, kale, tomatoes, green tea, and dark chocolate. 70% plus cocoa. Think rainbow on your plate. The more color, the more protection. Point 9. Probiotics and prebiotics. Probiotics, yogurt, kefir, kimchi, miso, introduce good bacteria. Prebiotics, oats, garlic, onion, banana, feed them. Together they balance the gut and reduce systemic inflammation that shows up as acne or rosacea. Point 10. Foods that trigger breakouts. Dairy, especially skim milk, may stimulate insulin-like growth factors. Sugar and white bread cause blood sugar spikes and inflammation. Processed meat and fried foods oxidize oils in your skin. Excess iodine, salt, seaweed may trigger acne for some people. Point 11. The anti-inflammatory plate. Build every meal around these 4 elements: a source of lean protein, healthy fats, avocado or olive oil, fiber-rich carbs, quinoa, sweet potato, half a plate of vegetables in varied colors. Add spices like turmeric and ginger. They are powerful anti-inflammatories. Point 12. Breakfast ideas for radiant skin: oatmeal with berries, chia seeds, and almonds. Avocado toast on whole grain bread with a soft-boiled egg. Smoothie with spinach, banana, flaxseed, and yogurt. Morning meals set your glucose balance for the day, and that controls oil and hormone levels. Point 13. Lunch that heals: combine lean protein, chicken, tofu, salmon, with a big portion of greens and a complex carb like brown rice or quinoa. Add a squeeze of lemon. Its vitamin C aids iron absorption and collagen production. Point 14. Dinner that regenerates: night is when your skin repairs itself. Choose foods rich in tryptophan, turkey, pumpkin seeds to promote sleep and melatonin. Pair with steamed vegetables and a drizzle of olive oil to deliver fat-soluble vitamins. Point 15. Smart snacking: snack on carrots, nuts, edamame, or a piece of fruit instead of chips. Your skin doesn't need refined salt and saturated fat. It needs steady energy and nutrients. Point 16. Supplements that support skin health: while food should come first, some supplements can help fill gaps. Collagen peptides improve elasticity and hydration. Zinc gluconate for acne control. Vitamin D regulates cell turnover and immunity. Evening primrose oil balances hormones. Consult a doctor before adding anything new. More is not always better. Point 17. The role of detoxification: the liver and kidneys naturally detoxify your body. They just need support. Eat beets, garlic, onion, and leafy greens to boost detox enzymes. Avoid juice cleanses that starve you of protein. They often harm more than help. Point 18. Balancing blood sugar for balanced skin: high glycemic swings trigger insulin and IGF-1, which stimulates sebum and inflammation. Eat smaller meals every 4 hours, combine protein with carbs, and favor low GI foods like lentils and brown rice. Stable sugar equals stable skin. Point 19. Hydrating from within: infused water ideas. Add slices of lemon, mint, cucumber, or berries to your water to make hydration exciting. These natural infusions deliver trace vitamins and make you crave more water throughout the day. Point 20. Lifestyle synergy: sleep, exercise, stress. Nutrition doesn't work alone. Pair it with sleep, 7 to 8 hours for cell renewal. Exercise improves circulation and oxygen flow to skin. Stress management: cortisol spikes can undo your diet's benefits. Holistic balance turns healthy food into visible radiance. Point 21. Sample 7-day glow up meal plan: Day 1, oatmeal plus salmon salad plus stir-fried veggies. Day 2, yogurt with berries plus tofu bowl plus lentil soup. Day 3, eggs plus quinoa lunch plus sweet potato dinner. Day 4, smoothie plus chicken wrap plus brown rice veggies. Day 5, chia pudding plus shrimp salad plus grilled fish. Day 6, avocado toast plus bean chili plus green pasta. Day 7, fruit bowl plus rice paper rolls plus miso soup. 22. Long-term perspective: food as skincare. Beautiful skin isn't built in a week, it's maintained over years. Your daily choices, every glass of water, every meal with color and balance add up. There's no cream that can replace nutrient-rich blood and a calm gut. Think of your diet as your first and most powerful skincare routine. Article 8. The science of exfoliation: AHAs versus BHAs versus PHAs == 1. Why exfoliation is the secret to radiant skin. If you could choose just one skincare step that instantly improves texture, brightness, and clarity, it's exfoliation. Our skin renews itself naturally every 28 days, but this process slows with age, stress, and pollution. Dead cells accumulate, clogging pores and making skin dull. Exfoliation removes that barrier, revealing fresh, smooth skin beneath, but not all exfoliation is created equal. The secret is understanding which method, AHA, BHA, or PHA, your skin truly needs. Point 2. The two families of exfoliation. Physical versus chemical exfoliation means removing old skin. There are two main methods: physical exfoliation, scrubbing with particles or brushes; chemical exfoliation, using acids or enzymes to dissolve dead cells. While physical scrubs can feel satisfying, they often cause micro-tears, especially on acne-prone or sensitive skin. Chemical exfoliation, on the other hand, works evenly, deeper, and safer if done correctly. Point 3. How chemical exfoliation works. Our skin surface is held together by a glue of dead cells and lipids. Acids loosen this glue by breaking down bonds between old cells, allowing new ones to surface. This not only refines texture, but also helps other skincare products absorb better. Think of exfoliation as clearing the road before applying any treatment vehicles. 4. Meet the trio. AHAs, BHAs, and PHAs. Chemical exfoliants come mainly in three families: AHA, alpha hydroxy acids, water-soluble, surface brighteners. BHA, beta hydroxy acids, oil-soluble, pore purifiers. PHA, polyhydroxy acids, gentle hydrators for sensitive skin. Each one targets a different skin concern, and choosing the right one can transform your routine. Point 5. AHAs. The surface polishers. AHAs dissolve the glue that binds dull cells to the top layer. They're ideal for dry, sun-damaged, or uneven skin. Common types include glycolic acid, the smallest molecule, penetrates deeply, best for rough texture; lactic acid, derived from milk, gentler and hydrating; mandelic acid, larger molecule, slow absorbing, perfect for sensitive or darker skin tones. Use at night, starting with 5 to 8% and gradually increasing if tolerated. Point 6. The benefits of AHAs: smooth, uneven texture and fine lines, fade pigmentation and acne marks, stimulate collagen production, enhance skin luminosity almost instantly. They're like a mini facial peel at home, but they require sunscreen daily. Point 7. BHAs. The deep cleaning warriors. BHAs are oil-soluble, meaning they penetrate inside pores to dissolve sebum and dead cells, ideal for oily, acne-prone skin. The most common is salicylic acid, derived from willow bark. It's anti-inflammatory and antibacterial, helping clear blackheads, whiteheads, and prevent future breakouts. Point 8. The benefits of BHAs: unclog pores and prevent acne, reduce redness and inflammation, improve shine control for oily skin, minimize blackheads with regular use. They're the best skin decongestant you can have in your cabinet. Point 9. PHAs. The gentle innovators. PHAs are the newest generation of exfoliating acids: gluconolactone, lactobionic acid, and galactose. They have larger molecules than AHAs, so they work slower and stay on the skin's surface. That means less irritation, more hydration. Perfect for sensitive, rosacea, or post-treatment skin. Point 10.
Guide 1. Complete understanding of acne, pathophysiology, types, and root causes. Acne is one of the most prevalent skin conditions affecting approximately 85% of people aged 12 to 24, with significant numbers also experiencing adult acne. To effectively treat acne, you must first understand its underlying mechanisms and various manifestations. Acne develops through a complex process involving 4 primary factors: increased sebum production, follicular hyperkeratinization, colonization by Cutibacterium acnes bacteria, and inflammation. The sebaceous glands, which produce sebum or skin oil, become hyperactive primarily due to hormonal stimulation. During puberty, androgens like testosterone trigger increased sebum production. This oil production is essential for skin protection, but excess sebum creates an environment conducive to acne development. The sebaceous glands have androgen receptors, meaning individuals with heightened sensitivity to hormones or with hormonal imbalances experience excessive sebum production. Follicular hyperkeratinization refers to the abnormal shedding of skin cells lining the hair follicle. Normally, dead skin cells shed and exit through the hair follicle to the skin surface. In acne-prone individuals, these cells stick together and don't shed properly, creating a plug within the follicle. This plug, combined with sebum, forms an ideal environment for bacterial growth and acne formation. Cutibacterium acnes, previously known as Propionibacterium acnes, is a naturally occurring bacterium on human skin. However, in the oxygen-poor environment created by plugged follicles, this bacterium proliferates rapidly. These bacteria produce enzymes and toxins that trigger the immune system, causing inflammation and the visible acne lesions you see on your skin. Inflammation is the final component and arguably the most visible aspect of acne. When the immune system responds to bacterial presence and follicle rupture, it sends inflammatory cells to the area, causing redness, swelling, heat, and the formation of pustules or nodules. Understanding this process is crucial because different acne treatments target different components of this mechanism. There are numerous acne types, each requiring different treatment approaches. Non-inflammatory acne includes blackheads and whiteheads. Blackheads, or open comedones, form when a follicle is clogged with sebum and dead skin cells, but the pore remains open. The dark appearance results from oxidation of the sebum, not dirt. Whiteheads, or closed comedones, occur when the follicle is completely sealed, trapping sebum and dead cells beneath the skin surface, creating a small white or flesh-colored bump. Inflammatory acne is more noticeable and potentially scarring. Papules are small, firm, red bumps without a visible center, representing the body's inflammatory response. Pustules are similar to papules but contain a visible yellow or white center filled with pus. These are the classic pimples most people recognize. Nodules are larger, deeper, solid lesions that develop when inflammation extends deeper into the skin. They're typically painful and can last for weeks. Cystic acne represents the most severe form, where large, fluid-filled lesions develop deep within the skin. These are extremely painful and highly prone to causing permanent scarring. Several factors contribute to acne development beyond just hormones and bacteria. Genetics play a significant role. If your parents had severe acne, you're more likely to experience it too. Environmental factors matter considerably. Living in humid climates can exacerbate acne due to increased moisture promoting bacterial growth. Pollution and environmental toxins can clog pores and trigger inflammation. Stress hormones like cortisol increase sebum production and inflammation, explaining why acne often worsens during stressful periods. Diet influences acne more than previously thought. High glycemic foods rapidly spike blood sugar, causing insulin surges that trigger sebaceous gland stimulation and androgen production. Dairy products, particularly skim milk, contain hormones and proteins that may trigger acne in susceptible individuals. Omega-3 fatty acid deficiency promotes inflammation, while excessive omega-6 consumption without sufficient omega-3s creates an inflammatory imbalance. Certain medications, including corticosteroids and lithium, are known to trigger or worsen acne as a side effect. Recognizing your specific acne type and identifying contributing factors is the first step toward effective treatment. Some people have purely hormonal acne, while others struggle with bacterial acne, dietary triggers, or environmentally influenced breakouts. Understanding your personal acne profile allows you to select treatments targeting your specific problem rather than wasting time and money on ineffective solutions. Guide 2: Comprehensive Daily Cleansing and Preparation Routine for Acne-Prone Skin. The foundation of any successful acne treatment regimen is an appropriate cleansing routine. Many people underestimate the importance of proper cleansing, believing that any soap will suffice. However, for acne-prone skin, the cleansing process is far more nuanced and critical to success. Your cleansing routine will prepare your skin for treatment products and remove substances that promote acne formation. Begin by understanding that you should cleanse your face twice daily, once in the morning and once at night. Morning cleansing removes the oil, dead skin cells, and bacteria that accumulate overnight while you sleep. Your skin is active at night, producing more sebum and shedding dead cells, so morning cleansing is not optional. Evening cleansing is equally important, removing makeup, environmental pollutants, dirt, excess oil, and dead skin cells accumulated throughout the day. Many people neglect evening cleansing or do it hastily, significantly compromising their acne treatment results. Temperature matters more than most people realize. Always use lukewarm water, never hot water. Hot water strips away your skin's natural oils and disrupts the skin barrier, leading to increased irritation and compensatory sebum overproduction. Excessively hot water also causes blood vessel dilation, temporarily increasing inflammation and making acne appear worse. Conversely, cold water doesn't effectively remove oil and impurities, leaving your skin inadequately cleansed. Selecting an appropriate cleanser is crucial. For acne-prone skin, choose a gentle, pH-balanced cleanser specifically formulated for this skin type. The pH of your skin is approximately 4.5 to 5.5, slightly acidic. Using alkaline soaps disrupts this pH balance, damaging your acid mantle and increasing sensitivity and bacterial overgrowth. Look for cleansers labeled pH balanced or for acne-prone skin. Many quality acne cleansers contain salicylic acid, a beta-hydroxy acid that penetrates into pores to dissolve sebum and dead skin cells. A concentration of 0.5% to 2% is appropriate for daily cleansing. Some people prefer cleansers with benzoyl peroxide, which kills acne-causing bacteria. A 2.5% benzoyl peroxide cleanser is effective without excessive drying when used in a cleansing format rather than as a leave-on treatment. Others prefer gentle, fragrance-free cleansers without active ingredients, particularly if their skin is sensitive or if they're using other strong acne treatments. Experiment to find what works best for your skin, understanding that what works for your friend may not work for you. The cleansing process itself requires attention to technique. Wet your face thoroughly with lukewarm water to open your pores slightly and soften your skin. Apply your cleanser using your fingertips or a soft washcloth. Using your hands is often preferable because you have better control and can feel whether you're applying too much pressure. Gently massage the cleanser into your skin using circular motions for approximately 30 to 45 seconds. This duration gives the cleanser time to dissolve oil and loosen impurities without overstripping your skin. Pay special attention to your T-zone, your forehead, nose, and chin, where sebum production is typically highest. However, don't neglect other areas, particularly your jawline and cheeks where hormonal acne often appears. Be especially gentle around your eyes and lips where skin is thinner and more sensitive. Never use a rough scrub or washcloth, as physical abrasion can irritate acne lesions, spread bacteria, and increase inflammation. After thoroughly massaging, rinse your face completely with lukewarm water. Ensure you remove all cleanser residue, as leftover cleanser can irritate your skin and interfere with the absorption of treatment products. Pat your face gently dry with a clean, soft towel. This is important. Never rub your face dry aggressively. Aggressive rubbing irritates inflamed acne, increases inflammation, and can spread bacteria to other areas of your face. Use a clean towel every time, as bacteria from used towels can contaminate your skin and worsen acne. After cleansing, wait 1 to 2 minutes before applying any treatment products. Applying products to damp skin can dilute them and reduce effectiveness. Additionally, some ingredients like retinoids and benzoyl peroxide can irritate damp skin more readily than dry skin. Use this waiting time to remove contact lenses if you wear them, preventing irritation from treatment products coming into contact with your lenses. Immediately after cleansing and while your skin is still slightly damp, apply a hydrating toner or essence. Toners serve multiple purposes. They rebalance your skin's pH after cleansing, provide hydration, and prepare your skin to absorb subsequent treatment products more effectively. Choose a hydrating toner rather than an astringent one, as astringent toners can overdry acne-prone skin. Your toner should feel refreshing and absorb quickly without leaving sticky residue. Following your toner, apply your acne treatment product. If you're using salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide, apply it to your entire face or just to acne-prone areas depending on your skin's tolerance and your dermatologist's recommendations. If you're using stronger treatments like retinoids, apply them now according to your dermatologist's guidance. Finally, apply an appropriate moisturizer for your skin type. Many people skip this step thinking moisturizer will worsen acne, but this is a critical mistake. Your skin needs hydration regardless of acne status, and properly moisturized skin actually has better outcomes with acne treatment. Consistency is absolutely paramount. Your cleansing routine should become as automatic as brushing your teeth. Skip even one cleansing session, and you compromise your results. Many successful acne treatment success stories emphasize that the foundation was a consistent cleansing routine combined with appropriate treatments. Even the most powerful acne medications won't work if your skin isn't properly cleansed to allow product penetration. Guide 3: Advanced Exfoliation Science and Strategies for Acne-Prone Skin. Exfoliation is a critical component of acne management, yet it's often done incorrectly, causing more harm than benefit. Understanding exfoliation science and implementing proper techniques is essential for clear skin. Exfoliation removes dead skin cells that accumulate on your skin's surface and, more importantly, within your follicles. When dead skin cells accumulate inside follicles, they combine with sebum to create.
Article 14, The Complete Guide to Sunscreen, Myths, Science, and Daily Protection. Point 1. The unseen enemy of skin health. Every second you spend under sunlight, invisible rays are interacting with your skin, building vitamin D, yes, but also breaking down collagen, mutating DNA, and accelerating aging. Sunlight is essential to life, but too much of it, especially without protection, slowly destroys the skin's structure. Sunscreen isn't vanity. It's your most important health habit after sleep and hydration. Point 2. Why sunscreen is non-negotiable. You can use the best serums, eat the cleanest diet, and sleep 8 hours a night, but if you skip sunscreen, your skin will still age faster. UV radiation is responsible for up to 80% of visible aging signs, wrinkles, spots, dullness, and loss of elasticity. Daily protection is not optional. It's the foundation upon which every skincare routine rests. Point 3. The two phases of UV, UVA, and UVB sunlight that reaches Earth includes two main types of ultraviolet rays. UVA penetrates deep into the dermis, causing long-term damage like wrinkles and sagging. It's present year-round, even on cloudy days or through glass. UVB affects the surface. It's what burns your skin and causes redness. A good sunscreen must protect against both. That's why you'll see the label broad spectrum. It means full coverage from UVA and UVB alike. Point 4. The third invisible threat, infrared and blue light. Modern research reveals that light from screens and indoor LEDs, called high-energy visible light or blue light, can also trigger pigmentation and oxidative stress, while its effect is smaller than UV. It still adds up over hours of exposure. Mineral sunscreens with iron oxides and antioxidants can help defend against this new-age radiation. Point 5. How sunscreen actually works. Sunscreens protect your skin by either absorbing or reflecting UV rays. Chemical filters absorb the radiation and convert it to harmless heat. Mineral filters reflect and scatter light like tiny mirrors. Many modern sunscreens combine both methods for optimal comfort and protection. Point 6. The difference between chemical and mineral sunscreen. Chemical sunscreens use ingredients like avobenzone, octocrylene, or homosalate. They are lightweight, transparent, and comfortable under makeup, but may irritate sensitive skin or sting eyes. Mineral sunscreens use zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. They're gentler and start protecting immediately, but can leave a white cast, especially on darker skin tones. Neither type is superior. The best one is the one you'll wear daily. Point 7. Common myths that refuse to die. Let's clear up some myths. Myth 1. You don't need sunscreen indoors. False. UVA passes through windows and blue light from screens adds cumulative stress. Myth 2. Dark skin doesn't need sunscreen. False. Melanin provides some protection, but not against aging or uneven tone. Myth 3. Sunscreen blocks vitamin D. Barely true. You still absorb vitamin D through unprotected areas or short sun exposure. The benefits of sunscreen far outweigh the tiny reduction. Myth 4. Sunscreen makes you break out. Only if the formula is comedogenic or too rich for your skin type. There are oil-free, acne-safe options for everyone. Point 8. Understanding SPF. The misunderstood number SPF stands for Sun Protection Factor and measures protection from UVB rays only, not UVA. SPF 15 blocks about 93% of UVB rays. SPF 30 blocks 97%, and SPF 50 blocks 98%. Higher numbers give slightly more protection, but not dramatically. What matters more is proper application and reapplication, not chasing SPF 100.9. How much sunscreen you actually need. Most people apply only half of what's necessary. The correct amount for your face and neck is about 1 teaspoon or 2 full finger lengths. For your entire body, use roughly 1 shot glass, about 30 milliliters. If you're outdoors for more than 2 hours, reapply every 2 hours, and immediately after swimming or sweating. Point 10. Why reapplication is crucial. Sunscreen ingredients degrade under sunlight, sweat, and friction. If you apply only once in the morning, by lunchtime your protection has dropped significantly. Reapply every 2 hours outdoors, or once midday if you're indoors under bright light. There are sunscreen powders and sprays to make this easier without disturbing makeup. Point 11. The importance of morning application. UV exposure begins the moment the sun rises, not at noon. Apply sunscreen as the last step of your morning skincare, at least 15 minutes before stepping outside. This allows chemical filters to bind properly to your skin and ensures even coverage. Point 12. What happens when you skip sunscreen? Skipping sunscreen doesn't hurt immediately, but over time, damage accumulates silently. Collagen breaks down, DNA mutates, and pigmentation becomes uneven. Decades later, you see sagging, dark spots, and wrinkles that no cream can reverse. Sunscreen is prevention, and prevention is easier than correction. Point 13. Sunscreen and acne-prone skin. People with acne often fear sunscreen will clog pores. The trick is choosing oil-free, non-comedogenic formulas labeled for acne-prone skin. Look for ingredients like zinc oxide, which also soothes inflammation. Avoid rich creams and heavy silicones. Gel-based or fluid sunscreens absorb fast, leaving no residue, perfect for oily skin types. Point 14. Sunscreen and sensitive skin. If your skin stings or burns when applying sunscreen, you're likely reacting to chemical filters or fragrance. Switch to 100% mineral formulas with zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. They're gentler and double as physical barriers against pollution. Look for labels that say fragrance-free and for sensitive skin. 15. The role of antioxidants in sun defense. Even the best sunscreen blocks only about 98% of UV rays. The remaining 2% still causes oxidative stress. That's where antioxidants like vitamin C, green tea, and niacinamide come in. They neutralize free radicals and complement your sunscreen's protection. Think of antioxidants as sunscreen's bodyguards. Point 16. Makeup with SPF. Helpful but incomplete. Foundation or BB cream with SPF is not enough on its own. You would need 10 times more product than normal to get the labeled protection. Always use a dedicated sunscreen under makeup. Afterward, makeup with SPF is a nice bonus, but not a substitute. Point 17. Water resistance and sweat. Some sunscreens are labeled water resistant. This doesn't mean waterproof. It simply means they maintain their SPF for 40 to 80 minutes when exposed to water or sweat. If you're swimming or exercising outdoors, reapply as soon as you towel dry. Always err on the side of caution. No sunscreen lasts forever. Point 18. Sunscreen for different environments. If you're mostly indoors, a lightweight SPF 30 is enough. If you spend long hours outdoors, use SPF 50 or higher with broad spectrum coverage. At the beach or in high altitude, choose water-resistant formulas with antioxidants. Adapt your sunscreen like you adapt clothing, according to your environment. Point 19. The hidden areas most people miss. People commonly forget to apply sunscreen to the ears, neck, eyelids, lips, and hands. These areas age faster because of cumulative sun exposure. Use lip balms with SPF. And apply sunscreen behind the neck and on the tops of your feet if you wear sandals. Point 20. Sunscreen for hair and scalp. Your scalp can burn just like your skin. For thin hair or bald spots, use SPF sprays or wear a hat. Some hair products also include UV filters to protect color and reduce dryness. Healthy hair starts with a protected scalp. Point 21. Sunscreen and the planet. There's growing concern about certain chemical sunscreens affecting coral reefs. If you swim in the ocean, choose reef-safe formulas that exclude oxybenzone and octinoxate. Mineral sunscreens are generally more eco-friendly. Protecting your skin shouldn't harm the planet that gives you sunlight. Point 22. Sunscreen for children. Children's skin is thinner and more sensitive. For babies under 6 months, shade and clothing are safer than sunscreen. For older kids, use mineral-based SPF 30 or higher and reapply often. Make sunscreen part of their daily routine early. Habits formed young last for life. Article 15. The Psychology of Skincare. How Self-Care Heals More Than Skin. 1. When skincare becomes something deeper. Skincare is often treated as vanity, a surface-level routine of bottles and creams. But for many people, it's something far more meaningful. It's a moment of silence in a noisy world, a private ritual that says, I'm worth taking care of. Behind every gentle cleanse or layer of moisturizer lies something deeply human, the need to nurture, to restore, to reconnect with oneself. Point 2. The mirror and the mind. The mirror can be a source of confidence or anxiety. On good days, we see light and vitality. On bad days, we focus on flaws. But the mirror is neutral. It reflects not just the skin, but our mood. Learning to look at yourself without judgment is a skill. When you replace criticism with curiosity, your reflection becomes less about perfection and more about presence. Point 3. The brain-skin connection. Science now proves what ancient wisdom always sensed: our skin and mind constantly communicate. Stress triggers cortisol. Cortisol inflames oil glands, Inflammation causes acne or eczema flares. In reverse, soothing your mind through breathing, gratitude, or music calms your skin's response. Emotional balance literally changes biology. Point 4. Why stress shows on your face late nights. Tension and worry constrict blood flow, dulling the complexion. Muscles tighten, micro-expressions freeze, and skin loses glow. Skincare is not a cure-all, but it's a visible marker of how you're living. Each fine line and breakout is a message, not a failure. Point 5. Ritual versus routine. A routine is something you have to do. A ritual is something you choose to do with intention. When cleansing your face becomes a small act of care, not a chore, it transforms from hygiene to healing. The difference is presence. Point 6. The science of touch. Touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. When you gently massage your cleanser or moisturizer, you're sending safety signals to your brain. You lower heart rate and reduce stress hormones. It's not indulgence, it's regulation. Point 7. Why self-care feels guilt-free when understood. Many people feel guilty spending time on themselves. Yet caring for your skin isn't selfish, it's maintenance for the mind. The few minutes you invest morning and night improve patience, focus, and resilience. Healthy self-regard radiates into how you treat others. Point 8. The illusion of perfect skin. Social media sells impossible standards, poreless glass skin, eternal youth. Real skin has texture, scars, and changing tones. Accepting that doesn't mean giving up, it means aligning with truth. Confidence is built not on flawlessness, but on authenticity. Point 9. The cycle of shame and overcorrection. Many people enter a loop. Insecurity, product overload, irritation, more insecurity. Minimalism and mindfulness break this loop. The calmer your approach, the more your skin cooperates. Healing skin starts with healing expectation. Point 10. Skincare as meditation. Each step can become mindfulness practice, feeling water on your hands, sensing textures, inhaling soft scents, breathing deeply. Point 5. Calm minutes can ground your nervous system better than scrolling through stress.
Particularly when combined with topical treatments and possibly birth control pills. Lifestyle factors significantly impact hormonal acne. Stress increases cortisol production, which increases androgen activity and sebum production. Implementing stress reduction techniques like meditation, yoga, regular exercise, and adequate sleep improves hormonal balance and acne. Regular aerobic exercise appears particularly beneficial for hormonal regulation. Diet influences hormonal acne through multiple mechanisms. High glycemic foods spike blood sugar and insulin, stimulating sebaceous gland activity and androgen production. Reducing refined carbohydrates and sugar while increasing complex carbohydrates, fiber, and whole foods helps regulate blood sugar and improve acne. Some research suggests dairy products, particularly skim milk, may trigger acne through hormonal pathways. Reducing dairy or switching to hormone-free milk might help if dairy appears to worsen your acne. Insulin resistance, common in women with PCOS, worsens hormonal acne. Reducing refined carbohydrates and sugar, eating regular meals with balanced macronutrients, and maintaining healthy body weight improves insulin sensitivity and can significantly reduce acne. Adding inositol supplementation may help with insulin resistance in some women. Discuss this with your healthcare provider. When to consider professional treatment for hormonal acne. If your acne is severe, widespread, or causes significant psychological distress, see a dermatologist and gynecologist together. If topical treatments haven't adequately controlled your acne after 3 months of consistent use, discuss systemic treatment options. If you suspect hormonal imbalances, irregular periods, excessive hair growth, fertility issues, see both specialists. Guide 8. Natural and evidence-based home remedies for mild to moderate acne. While prescription and over-the-counter acne treatments are scientifically validated and highly effective, several natural ingredients have research supporting their acne-fighting properties. These natural remedies can supplement professional treatments or be used alone for mild acne. Understanding which natural ingredients are evidence-based versus marketing hype is crucial. Tea tree oil is one of the most researched natural acne remedies. Multiple studies demonstrate its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Tea tree oil kills acne-causing bacteria and reduces inflammation associated with pimples. However, undiluted tea tree oil is irritating and can cause contact dermatitis, redness, and dryness. Always dilute tea tree oil with a carrier oil like coconut oil, jojoba oil, or argan oil before applying to skin. A typical dilution is 5 to 10% tea tree oil mixed with carrier oil. Apply this diluted mixture as a spot treatment to individual pimples using a cotton swab. Don't apply to your entire face, as this may be overly drying. Aloe vera has well-documented anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. Pure aloe vera gel, applied directly from the leaf or as a pure gel product, soothes inflamed acne, reduces redness, and promotes healing. Aloe vera doesn't have the side effects associated with many acne treatments. It won't dry your skin excessively or cause irritation. Apply pure aloe vera gel as a spot treatment or all over your face as a lightweight moisturizer. Most people tolerate aloe vera well, though some experience mild irritation. If you're allergic to plants in the Liliaceae family, lilies, onions, garlic, you might react to aloe. Honey, particularly raw and manuka honey, has antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and healing properties. Raw honey contains enzymes and compounds that fight bacteria and reduce inflammation. It's gentle and suitable even for sensitive skin. Apply raw honey as an occasional face mask. Mix a small amount with water to create a spreadable consistency. Apply to clean skin for 10 to 15 minutes, then rinse with lukewarm water. You can do this 1 to 2 times weekly. Some people apply honey directly to pimples as a spot treatment. Honey is gentle, affordable, and many people find it effective for mild acne. Green tea contains powerful antioxidants called catechins that have antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and sebum-reducing properties. Studies demonstrate that topical green tea application reduces acne severity. Brew strong green tea, allow it to cool completely, and use it as a rinse after cleansing, as a toner, or apply it to your face with a cotton pad. Alternatively, use a face mask or moisturizer containing green tea extract. Many commercial skincare products now include green tea for its antioxidant benefits. Most people tolerate green tea topically well, though those with sensitive skin might experience mild dryness. Zinc supplements taken orally may reduce acne severity, particularly in people who are zinc deficient. Zinc plays roles in immune function, wound healing, and anti-inflammatory processes. Studies show mixed results, but some demonstrate zinc supplementation improves acne, particularly in conjunction with other treatments. Typical zinc supplementation for acne is 25 to 50 mg daily. However, excessive zinc supplementation can cause nausea and copper deficiency, so don't exceed recommended doses without medical guidance. Consult your doctor before starting zinc supplements, particularly if you take other medications. Niacinamide, vitamin B3, is a natural compound with antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and sebum-regulating properties. While available in supplements, topical niacinamide is more relevant for acne. Many skin care products now include 4 to 5% niacinamide. Studies demonstrate that niacinamide reduces sebum production and acne lesions with minimal irritation. It's suitable even for very sensitive skin and works well alongside other treatments. Azelaic acid, a naturally occurring compound found in grains like barley and rye, has proven antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. It's more commonly available as a prescription medication, Azelaic, Phenacea, or in over-the-counter products, but azelaic acid is naturally derived. It's particularly effective for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and rosacea-related acne. Dietary changes based on research can improve acne. Eating antioxidant-rich foods like berries, dark chocolate, and colorful vegetables reduces inflammation throughout your body, including your skin. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish, walnuts, and ground flax seeds have anti-inflammatory effects and may reduce acne. Increasing fiber intake through whole grains and vegetables improves digestion and may improve skin. Reducing sugar and refined carbohydrates reduces blood sugar spikes that worsen acne. Hydration deserves special mention. Drinking adequate water, about 8 to 10 glasses daily, maintains skin hydration from within, supports detoxification, and promotes overall skin health. While water alone won't cure acne, adequate hydration is fundamental to clear skin. Sleep is profoundly important. During sleep, your body releases growth hormone and reduces cortisol, supporting skin repair and reducing inflammation. Poor sleep increases cortisol, promotes inflammation, and worsens acne. Consistently getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep significantly improves skin health and acne. Stress reduction through meditation, yoga, deep breathing, or regular exercise reduces cortisol and inflammation, directly improving acne. Chronic stress is a well-documented acne trigger. Even 10 to 15 minutes of daily meditation or yoga can measurably improve skin. Important limitations of natural remedies. Most natural remedies are suitable for mild acne only. If you have moderate to severe acne, particularly cystic acne, natural remedies are insufficient and you require professional treatment. Natural remedies work best alongside professional treatments, not as replacements. Natural doesn't automatically mean safe or effective. Many natural substances are irritating or ineffective for acne. Finally, natural remedies require consistent use for 4 to 8 weeks to demonstrate effectiveness. Don't expect immediate results. Guide 9. Spot Treatment Mastery, Targeted Acne Lesion Treatment and Prevention. Spot treatments allow you to apply potent acne-fighting ingredients directly to individual pimples, minimizing exposure to surrounding healthy skin. Mastering spot treatment techniques accelerates healing and prevents scars. Understanding when and how to use different spot treatments is essential for optimal results. Timing is everything with spot treatments. The most effective time to treat a pimple is at the earliest sign of its formation. Many people feel a small bump developing under their skin 1 to 2 days before it becomes visible. Applying spot treatment immediately when you feel this early bump can prevent it from fully developing. If you notice a pimple just starting to form, small, red, not yet inflamed, beginning treatment immediately can prevent significant inflammation and reduce healing time by days. Different pimple types require different treatments. For small whiteheads or pimples with visible centers, spot treatments with salicylic acid effectively flatten the pimple and accelerate healing. Apply a salicylic acid spot treatment directly to the whitehead using a clean cotton swab or applicator. For closed comedones or small flesh-colored bumps, salicylic acid is also most effective. For inflammatory red pimples without visible centers, benzoyl peroxide is more effective than salicylic acid. For large, painful, deep cystic acne, neither topical spot treatment alone is sufficient. These require professional dermatologist intervention, intralesional.
Article 19. Aging gracefully, the art of growing beautifully with time. There comes a moment, often quietly, when you realize your reflection has changed. The face that once looked endlessly young now carries traces of memory, faint lines near the eyes, a softer jaw, a gentler texture. For some, that moment brings fear. For others, it brings a strange, peaceful clarity. Aging, after all, is not something happening to you. It is something happening through you. It is life continuing its story in your skin. We live in a culture that worships youth but misunderstands beauty. The obsession with anti-aging has taught generations to see natural change as loss instead of evolution. But if you look closely, time doesn't take away your beauty, it transforms it. There is a luminosity that comes only with years, a quiet radiance made of acceptance, wisdom, and calm. You can't paint that glow with makeup, nor fake it with filters. It comes from knowing who you are and no longer needing the world's approval to believe it. The skin tells the story of your life. Every smile leaves a trace, every hardship leaves a mark, every recovery leaves strength beneath the surface. These marks are not flaws, they are chapters. You wouldn't tear pages out of a book to make it look new, you would honor them because they hold the meaning. Your face is your autobiography, written in light and shadow. We are told to fight aging, to tighten, lift, erase. But what if the goal isn't to fight time, but to move with it gracefully? The human body is not an enemy. It is a companion that has carried you through decades of living. When you shift from battle to collaboration, you stop waging war on yourself. Skincare becomes not resistance, but gratitude. Healthy aging begins in the mind. Fear of wrinkles often hides a deeper fear, the fear of being less visible, less wanted, less relevant. But the truth is that presence doesn't fade with youth, it deepens. There is an energy that comes from experience, a magnetic calmness that young faces cannot imitate. When you stop chasing youth, you start emanating power. Science tells us that after the age of 30, collagen declines by about 1% each year. But it also tells us that new collagen still forms when you protect, nourish, and move your body. The message isn't despair, it's opportunity. Every act of care is a signal to your cells that you still value this vessel, this living architecture that holds you. Sunscreen, hydration, sleep, and nutrition aren't trivial habits. They are love letters to your future self. The lines around your eyes are proof that you have laughed. The fine creases near your mouth record thousands of conversations, thousands of smiles. The softness of your skin's texture reflects the tenderness you've learned to give. You don't have to erase these signs. You only have to understand them. The goal is not to look young, it's to look alive. The paradox of aging gracefully is that the less you fight it, the more beautiful you become. Acceptance relaxes the face. Muscles that no longer clench in resistance create natural lift and brightness. Stress and insecurity age us far faster than time itself. Letting go of the constant self-critique frees your body to rest and renew. Presence is the new luxury. When you see someone who radiates calm, it's not their skin tone or contour that draws you in, it's their centeredness. Their face is not a mask, but an open landscape where life moves freely. Beauty at any age is less about symmetry and more about sincerity. The eyes that have seen much but still sparkle with kindness, that is the kind of beauty time cannot touch. Our skin is the border between inner and outer worlds. As we age, that border becomes more transparent, literally and metaphorically. We start to reflect light differently, but we also reflect emotion differently. A young face can hide exhaustion, an older face reveals truth. Yet there is strength in that transparency. It invites authenticity into every interaction. We must also remember that aging is not only biological, it's spiritual. To age well is to stay curious, compassionate, connected. The heart that keeps learning keeps glowing. The mind that stays kind stays young. The soul that continues to create, to forgive, to laugh, that soul never wrinkles. There is grace in slowing down. Modern life pushes constant acceleration, but skin, like nature, thrives in rhythm, not rush. Taking time to cleanse, to massage, to breathe, to moisturize, these are small rituals of belonging. They tell your body, you are still worth time. Each deliberate touch becomes meditation. Patience replaces panic. Instead of staring at lines in harsh light, you start noticing softness in natural light. Instead of counting flaws, you count blessings. Gratitude becomes the ultimate skincare. It floods your body with biochemistry of peace. Gratitude literally lowers inflammation, improves circulation, and releases tension. The face glows not from perfection, but from peace. When you care for your skin, do it as a conversation, not a correction. You're not trying to restore an old version of yourself. You're meeting the current version, the one who has lived more, known more, loved more. That person deserves tenderness, not nostalgia. There's a quiet beauty in people who have stopped pretending. They move differently, they speak differently. Their presence is magnetic because it feels safe. You sense that they've made peace with imperfection, and that peace invites others to relax. That's what timeless beauty really is, serenity made visible. Of course, skincare science still has its place. Retinoids, peptides, antioxidants, these are tools, not battles. Use them with respect, not desperation. A serum cannot change how you feel about yourself, but it can express that you care. Each product, each step becomes symbolic. I choose nourishment over neglect. I choose patience over panic. As you age, hydration becomes the quiet hero. The skin loses lipids and moisture, but it also learns efficiency. Think of it like a tree. Older bark may roughen, but its roots deepen. When you feed it regularly, it grows steady, not brittle. Hydration is the language of compassion, soft, sustaining, generous. Sunlight is both friend and foe. The sun gives life, color, vitamin D, and serotonin, but too much steals collagen. Respect it, don't fear it. A broad-spectrum sunscreen is not an aesthetic product, it's a long-term promise. Each morning you apply it, you're whispering to your skin, I will protect you today. Sleep, too, becomes sacred. In youth, you can cheat it, in maturity, you can't. During deep sleep, your skin repairs DNA, balances hormones, rebuilds barrier strength. Late nights and chronic fatigue show first in the skin because it is honest. Respecting rest is a form of skincare discipline that no cream can replace, and then there's movement, walking, stretching, breathing deeply. Exercise sends oxygen to the skin and releases endorphins that lift your energy. Movement keeps you connected to your body's vitality, reminding you that beauty is kinetic, not static. Food is sunlight you can taste. What you eat becomes part of your skin's architecture. Every berry, leaf, nut, and grain is construction material for your face. Aging beautifully is less about denying time and more about feeding life. The glow that people notice often begins in the gut, not the vanity mirror, but more than anything, aging gracefully is emotional. It's learning to forgive the body for changing, to honor the process of becoming someone new. When you stop criticizing your reflection, your face relaxes. When you stop wishing for the past, your presence becomes magnetic. The most radiant people are not the youngest, they are the most at ease. Look around at someone who radiates peace, a grandmother laughing easily, an artist lost in her craft, a teacher whose eyes light up when she listens. Their beauty doesn't shout. It hums. It invites you in. Time has softened them, not diminished them. That's what graceful aging looks like, not denial, but devotion to life as it unfolds. In truth, time doesn't age us, resistance does. The more you resist, the tighter your muscles hold, the more exhaustion seeps in. The more you surrender to rhythm, the more energy flows. Article 20. The skin, mind connection, how emotions shape your complexion. Your skin is a mirror that never lies. It reflects every emotion, every sleepless night, every surge of joy or anxiety that moves through your body. While most people treat skincare as a surface activity, cleansers, creams, serums, your skin quietly listens to something deeper. Your thoughts, your hormones, your emotional weather. When your inner world storms, your outer layer clouds. When your mind rests, your skin shines. Modern science now confirms what poets and healers have sensed for centuries. The skin and the mind are inseparable. They share the same embryonic origin. Long before birth, the cells that form your brain and the cells that form your skin divide from the same layer of tissue. They remain lifelong siblings, connected through millions of nerve endings and chemical messengers. Every heartbeat of emotion ripples outward, reaching your complexion. Think of the last time you blushed. A word, a gaze, a thought, and within seconds, warmth spread across your cheeks. Or the time fear drained color from your face, leaving you pale. These are not coincidences. They are communication. Your skin is the emotional display screen of your nervous system. Stress is the most common translator of the mind's turmoil. When you worry, your brain releases cortisol and adrenaline, hormones that prepare the body to survive, not to glow. They redirect blood flow from skin to muscles, suppress digestion, and inflame oil glands. The result: breakouts, dullness, dehydration. Long-term stress keeps the skin in a state of microinflammation, slowing repair and weakening the barrier. That's why chronic worriers often look older than their years. The skin has been living in survival mode, but the opposite is also true. When you feel safe, appreciated, and calm, your brain releases oxytocin and endorphins. These hormones dilate blood vessels, improve oxygen flow, and stimulate collagen. Peace literally softens your skin. A calm mind gives rise to a calm face. Many cultures intuited this long before dermatology had the vocabulary. Ancient Chinese medicine mapped emotional stress to specific organs: anger to the liver, fear to the kidneys, worry to the spleen, each organ connected to zones of the face. Ayurvedic traditions described similar relationships, calling the skin the outer expression of inner harmony. What modern science adds is evidence. Inflammation markers in the bloodstream rise with emotional distress, and those same markers appear in acne, eczema, and rosacea flares. This link is not metaphorical, it's biochemical. Every emotion triggers neurotransmitters that travel through the neurocutaneous system, a vast network where nerves, immune cells, and hormones talk constantly. When you feel embarrassed, tiny vessels open. When you feel threatened, they constrict. When you feel love, your parasympathetic system floods the body with signals of safety, inviting regeneration. The mind-skin dialogue is especially visible in conditions like eczema or psoriasis. Flare-ups often follow emotional upheaval, exams, breakups, grief. Patients who learn to regulate stress through breathing, mindfulness, or therapy often see improvement even without changing topical medication. The skin doesn't just need products. It needs peace. Consider acne, one of the most emotionally charged skin issues. For many, breakouts trigger shame and self-consciousness, which then increase stress, which worsens acne, a perfect feedback loop. Breaking that loop requires more than benzoyl peroxide. It requires kindness. When you respond to a breakout with calm rather than panic, cortisol stays lower, inflammation eases, healing accelerates. Your mindset is medicine. Sleep is another translator between emotion and appearance. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone, repairing tissue and balancing moisture. But emotional overthinking keeps the brain alert, reducing slow-wave rest. One night of poor sleep raises cortisol enough to dull the skin for days. Chronic insomnia carves shadows, fades vitality. Rest is not vanity. It's therapy written in biology. Even love leaves fingerprints on the skin. People in healthy relationships tend to have better wound healing and stronger immune responses. Touch, eye contact, laughter all release oxytocin, which calms inflammation and boosts microcirculation. This is why affectionate people often appear radiant. They live in biochemistry of connection. On the other side, loneliness physically alters the skin. Research shows isolation raises inflammatory cytokines, slows collagen production, and impairs barrier recovery after irritation. Emotional isolation becomes visible as fragility, dryness, redness, slow healing. The body keeps score of solitude. You can learn to read your skin's emotional language. Persistent jaw tension and breakouts along the chin often point to suppressed stress or anger. Redness across the cheeks may mirror embarrassment, anxiety, or overstimulation. Dullness during burnout is your body's whisper, "I need rest." The more fluently you interpret these signals, the faster you can respond with compassion instead of chemicals. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful topical treatments you can't buy. When you slow your breath and anchor attention to touch, you activate the vagus nerve, a master regulator of calm. The pulse slows, inflammation markers drop, and within minutes, the face softens. This is not mystical, it's measurable. Mindfulness lowers cortisol, which means fewer breakouts and less sensitivity. The language of the mind also shapes how you perceive your own skin. Two people can have
offering significant exfoliating power but requiring experienced use to avoid over-irritation. Professional-grade salicylic acid can be applied at concentrations up to 20 to 30% during chemical peels, but these are only performed in clinical settings and are significantly stronger than over-the-counter products. Salicylic acid products come in numerous formats, each with advantages and disadvantages. Cleansers containing 0.5 to 2% salicylic acid are the gentlest form. You use them daily during your regular cleansing routine, and the short contact time limits irritation while still providing exfoliating benefits. Cleansers are ideal for maintaining clear skin and for beginners new to salicylic acid. Toners or liquid exfoliants contain higher concentrations and are left on the skin, providing more potent exfoliation than cleansers. These are typically applied after cleansing and before other treatments, 2 to 3 times weekly. They provide more dramatic exfoliation than cleansers but also carry more irritation risk. Serums and treatments are concentrated salicylic acid formulations meant to be applied to specific areas or the entire face, typically 2 to 3 times weekly. They're left on the skin and provide significant exfoliation. These are powerful products best used by those with resilient, acne-prone skin who have already adapted to gentler salicylic acid products. Spot treatments apply high concentrations of salicylic acid directly to individual breakouts for targeted treatment. These are excellent for treating isolated pimples without exfoliating your entire face. Starting with salicylic acid requires a conservative approach. If you've never used it before, begin with a 0.5% cleanser or 1% toner used 2 to 3 times weekly. Use it for 2 to 3 weeks, assessing your skin's response. If your skin tolerates it well without excessive irritation, dryness, or sensitivity, you can increase frequency to daily use or switch to a higher concentration product. When applying salicylic acid toners or serums, use clean fingertips or a cotton pad to apply evenly across your face, focusing on areas prone to acne. Use about a nickel-sized amount for your entire face. Apply to completely dry skin. Applying to damp skin increases irritation. Allow the product to dry completely before applying other products. Some salicylic acid products are meant to stay on your skin indefinitely, while others are meant to be rinsed off after a specific time. Read instructions carefully. Common mistakes when using salicylic acid include starting with too high a concentration, using it too frequently, combining it with too many other actives, and failing to moisturize adequately afterward. Starting with 2% and using it daily will almost certainly cause excessive irritation, dryness, and peeling. You're much better served starting gently and gradually increasing. Never combine salicylic acid with benzoyl peroxide on the same evening initially. Both are exfoliating actives that can cause significant irritation if used together by someone whose skin isn't accustomed to strong treatments. Once your skin has adapted to each individually, you might combine them cautiously, but build up to this gradually. Salicylic acid makes your skin more sun-sensitive, not severely, but notably. Always use SPF 30+ sunscreen daily when using salicylic acid. This is not optional. Sun exposure can cause post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation in acne-prone skin, and salicylic acid increases this risk. Side effects of salicylic acid are generally mild and resolve with time or reduced usage. Dryness is common, particularly if you're using higher concentrations or frequent applications. Combat dryness by using a good hydrating moisturizer immediately after applying salicylic acid. Mild peeling is normal and actually desirable. It indicates exfoliation is occurring. However, severe peeling suggests you're using too much. Slight irritation and redness may occur initially but typically resolve within 1 to 2 weeks. Some people experience temporary worsening of acne as impurities are brought to the surface, but this purging phase is usually short-lived. Results from salicylic acid appear gradually. After 2 weeks of consistent use, you might notice smoother texture. After 4 weeks, you should see reduced comedones and fewer new breakouts. Most people see significant improvement after 6 to 8 weeks of consistent use. However, salicylic acid works best for comedonal acne, blackheads and whiteheads, and mild inflammatory acne. For severe inflammatory or cystic acne, combining salicylic acid with other treatments like benzoyl peroxide or prescription retinoids is often necessary. Salicylic acid is safe for long-term use. Many people successfully maintain clear skin using salicylic acid indefinitely as their primary exfoliation and treatment method. However, occasionally, skin can become desensitized to salicylic acid if used continuously for extended periods. If you notice that salicylic acid that previously worked well seems less effective, take a 1 to 2 week break, then resume using it. This often restores its effectiveness. Alternatively, you can rotate between salicylic acid and other exfoliants like glycolic acid to prevent desensitization. Guide 5. Benzoyl peroxide, Comprehensive Guide to Bacterial Killing and Inflammatory Acne Treatment. Benzoyl peroxide is one of the most effective and widely recommended acne treatments by dermatologists. Unlike salicylic acid, which primarily removes dead skin cells and excess oil, benzoyl peroxide specifically targets the acne-causing bacterium 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍 acnes. Understanding benzoyl peroxide's mechanism, concentrations, and proper application is crucial for maximizing its effectiveness while minimizing side effects. Benzoyl peroxide works through a unique mechanism. It generates reactive oxygen species that directly kill bacteria. This is fundamentally different from antibiotics, which the bacteria can develop resistance to. Bacteria cannot develop resistance to benzoyl peroxide because it works through oxidative stress rather than targeting specific bacterial proteins. This makes benzoyl peroxide an invaluable tool in acne treatment, particularly since antibiotic resistance is an increasingly serious problem in dermatology. Beyond bacterial killing, benzoyl peroxide has anti-inflammatory effects, helping reduce the redness and swelling associated with inflammatory acne. It also has mild sebum-reducing properties and may help with some degree of comedone reduction, though it's less effective for this than salicylic acid. Benzoyl peroxide comes in concentrations ranging from 2.5% to 10%, with some over-the-counter products going up to 10% and prescription-strength versions available at higher concentrations. Interestingly, studies show that 2.5% benzoyl peroxide is roughly equivalent in effectiveness to 10% benzoyl peroxide. The higher concentration doesn't necessarily mean better results, it primarily means more potential for irritation. Therefore, it's prudent to start with 2.5% and only increase concentration if needed. Benzoyl peroxide comes in multiple product formats. Cleansers containing 2.5 to 5% benzoyl peroxide gently incorporate this ingredient into your daily cleansing routine. These are appropriate for maintenance or mild acne. Spot treatments allow you to apply high concentrations directly to individual pimples. Serums or leave-on treatments apply benzoyl peroxide across your entire face and are left on the skin. These can be used daily or as directed. Gels and creams are thicker formulations that may have different absorption characteristics depending on your skin type. Starting with benzoyl peroxide requires similar caution as salicylic acid. If you're new to benzoyl peroxide, begin with a 2.5% product, ideally in a cleanser format or spot treatment, used once daily. Most people find evening application easier than morning application since benzoyl peroxide doesn't require sun protection and can be easily washed off in the morning. After 1 to 2 weeks, assess your skin's tolerance. If you're experiencing mild irritation or dryness but your acne is improving, continue. After 2 to 3 weeks, if your skin tolerates the product well, you can increase frequency to twice daily or increase the concentration to 5%. Application technique is critical. Apply benzoyl peroxide to completely clean, completely dry skin. This is more important with benzoyl peroxide than with most other products. If your skin is even slightly damp, benzoyl peroxide will irritate more readily. Allow your cleanser to fully absorb and dry, then apply benzoyl peroxide. Use a small amount, about the size of a pea for your entire face if using a leave-on product, or a slightly larger amount for spot treatment. Apply gently, allowing the product to absorb fully before applying other products. Benzoyl peroxide has a particular drawback: it bleaches fabrics and hair. If you apply it to your face, it can bleach your pillowcase, bedding, towels, and hair. Many people apply benzoyl peroxide in the evening and wash it off in the morning with their cleanser to avoid this issue. If you apply it in the morning, be extremely careful not to get it on your hair, eyebrows, or any colored clothing. Some people apply it as a spot treatment right before bed, allowing it to work overnight before being washed off in the morning. If bleaching is a concern, you might prefer using benzoyl peroxide in a wash-off cleanser format where the contact time is brief. Side effects of benzoyl peroxide are generally more significant than salicylic acid. Dryness is very common, particularly with higher concentrations or frequent applications. Combat this by using an excellent moisturizer after applying benzoyl peroxide. Some people find that benzoyl peroxide dries their skin excessively even at 2.5% concentration. If this is you, try reducing frequency to every other day or using it only as a spot treatment. Increase to 3 to 4 times weekly. After another 4 weeks, increase to 5 to 6 times weekly. Eventually, many people use retinoids nightly. This gradual progression minimizes irritation and maximizes adaptation. If you experience severe irritation, excessive peeling, or significant discomfort at any point, reduce back to a lower frequency. There's no rush. Building retinoid tolerance over several months is perfectly acceptable. Consistency matters far more than speed. Someone using retinol 2 to 3 times weekly for years will see better results than someone who uses it daily for 2 months then stops. Results from retinoid use appear gradually but are remarkable. After 4 weeks, you might notice smoother texture and reduced comedones. After 8 weeks, reduced acne and early signs of improved skin tone. After 12 weeks, significant acne improvement, smoother texture, and visibly improved skin. After 6 months, improved fine lines, more even skin tone, and dramatically clearer skin. After 1 to 2 years, comprehensive skin improvement including acne prevention, minimal fine lines, even skin tone, and visibly healthier, more resilient skin. Prescription retinoids like tretinoin work faster than over-the-counter retinol. Starting tretinoin at 0.025% and increasing gradually can show acne improvement within 6 to 8 weeks rather than 12 weeks. However, prescription retinoids cause more significant initial irritation, making the starting process more challenging. Many dermatologists recommend beginning with over-the-counter retinol to build tolerance, then switching to prescription retinoids if additional strength is needed. Retinoids are teratogenic, meaning they can cause birth defects if used during pregnancy. Women of childbearing age should use reliable contraception when using retinoids and should discontinue use if planning pregnancy or if pregnancy is suspected. Men can use retinoids without this concern. Common mistakes with retinoids include starting with too high a concentration, using them too frequently initially, applying to damp skin, using them with too many other actives, or discontinuing them during the retinization phase. Starting right requires patience and conservative progression. The reward for proper retinoid use is clear, youthful, healthy skin that continues improving even after years of use. Guide 7. Hormonal acne in women, causes, recognition, and comprehensive medical management. Hormonal acne is a distinct type of acne that affects many women and some men, following predictable patterns related to hormonal fluctuations. Understanding hormonal acne's unique characteristics and treatment approaches is essential for women struggling with acne that doesn't respond adequately to standard topical treatments. Hormonal acne typically appears as deep, cystic lesions, often concentrated around the jawline, chin, and lower face. These lesions are painful, tender to the touch, and located deep within the skin rather than on the surface. They're often described as having no head, meaning they don't develop the white or yellow center that surface pimples have. They can persist for weeks or even months without fully resolving. Unlike typical acne that might be spread across the face, hormonal acne often appears in the same locations repeatedly. The hormonal pattern of acne is highly telling. Many women notice breakouts occur in a predictable pattern related to their menstrual cycle. Breakouts might appear 3 to 5 days before menstruation begins, resolve during menstruation, then reappear in the luteal phase, after ovulation. This cyclical pattern is a clear indicator of hormonal involvement. Some women break out only during specific phases of their cycle, while others experience breakouts throughout the cycle with worsening at predictable times. Hormonal acne results from heightened skin sensitivity to androgens, particularly testosterone and DHT, dihydrotestosterone. These male hormones stimulate sebaceous glands to produce more sebum, even in the presence of normal hormone levels. Additionally, androgens promote follicular hyperkeratinization and may increase colonization of acne-causing bacteria. Women's testosterone levels fluctuate with their menstrual cycle, with higher levels during the luteal phase, explaining the predictable timing of hormonal acne breakouts. Recognizing hormonal acne requires tracking your breakouts. Keep a calendar marking breakout dates and your menstrual cycle dates for 2 to 3 months. If breakouts cluster around specific menstrual cycle phases, hormonal acne is likely. Polycystic ovary syndrome, 𝒂𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍, a condition affecting ovulation and hormone regulation, often causes severe hormonal acne. Women with 𝒂𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍 typically have elevated androgen levels and irregular menstrual cycles. Topical acne treatments alone are often insufficient for hormonal acne. While they help manage symptoms, they don't address the underlying hormonal cause. Therefore, treating hormonal acne often requires systemic, oral, medications that regulate hormones or reduce skin sensitivity to hormones. Hormonal contraceptives are the first-line treatment for hormonal acne in women who desire birth control. The hormones in birth control pills suppress ovulation and, importantly for acne, reduce circulating androgen levels. Specifically, oral contraceptives increase sex hormone-binding globulin, SHBG, a protein that binds androgens and makes them unavailable to skin cells. The result is reduced sebum production and decreased follicular keratinization. Not all birth control pills are equally effective for acne. Combination pills containing estrogen and progestin are effective. However, some progestins have androgenic properties, meaning they act similarly to testosterone, and can worsen acne. Progestins with lower or no androgenic activity include norgestimate, desogestrel, and drospirenone. Birth control pills specifically approved for acne treatment by the FDA include orthotricycline, norgestimate, estrostep, norethindrone, yaz, drospirenone, and bayaz, drospirenone with additional vitamins. These pills typically show acne improvement after 3 to 4 months of use, with maximum improvement by 6 months. Starting a new birth control pill doesn't immediately improve acne. Acne often temporarily worsens in the first 1 to 2 months as your body adjusts to new hormone levels. This temporary worsening isn't a sign the pill won't work, it's normal. Stick with your chosen pill for at least 3 months before concluding it isn't working. If after 3 months acne hasn't improved, discuss switching to a different progestin or a different pill formulation with your gynecologist or dermatologist. Spironolactone is an alternative or complementary treatment for hormonal acne. This medication is a potassium-sparing diuretic that also acts as an androgen receptor antagonist, blocking androgens from affecting skin cells. Spironolactone is typically used at doses of 50 to 100 mg daily for acne treatment. It's often prescribed in combination with birth control pills for additional effectiveness. Spironolactone requires careful monitoring. Potential side effects include dizziness, lightheadedness, menstrual irregularities, and breast tenderness. More serious but rare complications include elevated potassium levels that can affect heart rhythm. Regular blood tests monitoring kidney function and potassium levels are necessary when taking spironolactone. Despite these considerations, many dermatologists consider spironolactone an excellent option for hormonal acne.
Article 11. Natural remedies that actually work for acne, and which to avoid. Point 1. The modern obsession with natural today, more people than ever are turning to natural skincare. We crave purity, simplicity, and safety, especially after years of harsh chemicals and over-medicated routines. But natural does not always mean safe, and chemical does not always mean bad. After all, water and oxygen are chemicals too. The real goal is not to reject science, but to use nature's power intelligently, combining ancient remedies with modern understanding. Point 2. Understanding acne before you treated. Acne forms when oil glands overproduce sebum, dead skin cells clog pores, and bacteria multiply. Inflammation then turns these clogged pores into pimples, blackheads, or cysts. Natural remedies can help by calming inflammation, killing bacteria, and balancing oil, but only if you choose the right ones and stay consistent. Point 3. The role of inflammation in acne. Acne is an inflammatory condition, not just a hygiene issue. That's why many natural ingredients that reduce inflammation, such as aloe vera or green tea, often work better long-term than aggressive spot treatments. So the best natural approach focuses on calming, balancing, and healing rather than attacking. Point 4. Aloe vera. Nature's cooling aloe vera gel contains polysaccharides and salicylic-like compounds that soothe irritation and gently exfoliate. It also hydrates without clogging pores. Use pure aloe gel directly from the leaf or a 99% aloe vera product. Apply after cleansing morning and night. Over a few weeks, redness and inflammation noticeably decrease. Point 5. Tea tree oil. A natural antiseptic tea tree oil is one of the most studied natural acne remedies. It has antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effects that target acne-causing bacteria. Mix 1 drop of tea tree oil with 10 drops of a carrier oil like jojoba or grapeseed. Apply only to affected areas, never directly on bare skin. Overuse can cause dryness or sensitivity, so moderation is key. Point 6. Green tea. Antioxidant powerhouse. Green tea is rich in polyphenol, especially EGCG, which reduces sebum and calms redness. You can drink 2 to 3 cups daily or apply chilled green tea directly to your skin with a cotton pad. Some people even freeze it into ice cubes for a refreshing morning anti-inflammatory boost. Point 7. Honey. The ancient antibacterial raw honey, particularly Manuka honey, has natural antibacterial and healing properties. It also keeps wounds moist and speeds up recovery. Spread a thin layer over clean skin, leave for 15 minutes, and rinse. Use 2 to 3 times a week. Honey masks help prevent new breakouts and fade existing marks. Point 8. Apple cider vinegar. Use with extreme caution. Apple cider vinegar has gained a cult following for its antibacterial and exfoliating abilities. But it is very acidic and can burn the skin if used undiluted. If you want to try it, mix 1 part vinegar with 5 to 10 parts water. Use a cotton pad to dab lightly, then rinse after 1 minute. For most people, gentler acids like lactic or mandelic acid are safer. Point 9. Turmeric. The golden anti-inflammatory turmeric contains curcumin, which reduces redness, swelling, and scars. Make a simple mask. Mix 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder with honey or yogurt. Apply for 10 minutes, then rinse thoroughly. Beware that it can temporarily stain your skin yellow. Harmless, but noticeable. Point 10. Witch hazel. The natural toner. Witch hazel is a plant extract with mild astringent and anti-inflammatory effects. It can reduce oil and calm inflamed pimples. Use an alcohol-free witch hazel toner to avoid dryness. Apply once daily with a cotton pad after cleansing. Overuse may dry sensitive skin, so balance with moisturizer. Point 11. Jojoba oil. Balancing oil with oil. It may seem counterintuitive, but certain oils help acne instead of worsening it. Jojoba oil closely resembles natural sebum, tricking the skin into producing less oil. It also carries antibacterial compounds and antioxidants. Massage a few drops onto damp skin at night. Within weeks, you may notice smoother, softer, less oily skin. Point 12. Zinc. The quiet mineral hero. Zinc helps regulate hormones, control oil, and reduce inflammation. You can take zinc supplements or use topical creams containing zinc oxide. Foods rich in zinc, like pumpkin seeds, lentils, and seafood, also help. Most people see clearer skin within 2 months of consistent intake. Point 13. Oatmeal. Gentle and calming oats contain beta-glucans that soothe irritation. An oatmeal mask can calm redness and restore moisture. Blend oats with warm water or honey. Apply for 15 minutes and rinse. It's safe for daily use, even on sensitive skin. Point 14. Ice therapy. Simple but effective. Ice doesn't cure acne but reduces swelling fast. Wrap an ice cube in a soft cloth and press on inflamed pimples for 30 seconds. This constricts blood vessels and eases redness before events or filming days. It's a natural way to calm without chemicals. Point 15. Natural remedies to avoid. Not every natural ingredient is skin-friendly. Avoid the following common mistakes. Lemon juice, too acidic, can cause burns and pigmentation. Baking soda alters pH and destroys barrier lipids. Toothpaste, full of irritants, not designed for skin. Coconut oil, comedogenic, clogs pores despite being natural. Essential oils without dilution, risk of chemical burns. Natural should never mean careless. Point 16. The diet connection. Natural remedies work best when paired with natural eating. A clean diet reduces inflammation internally. Add fruits, vegetables, omega-3 rich foods, and plenty of water. Reduce dairy and processed sugar. The fewer processed foods you eat, the clearer your skin becomes. Point 17. Lifestyle and stress. No remedy works if stress hormones run wild. Sleep deprivation and anxiety fuel acne. Incorporate meditation, breathing exercises, or evening walks. Combine inner peace with outer care. Your skin reflects your state of mind. Point 18. How to build a natural acne routine. Morning. Cleanse with gentle natural soap or aloe cleanser. Use green tea or witch hazel toner. Moisturize with aloe or jojoba oil. Apply sunscreen, always essential. Evening. Cleanse again. Apply diluted tea tree or azelaic acid serum. Seal with honey or centella moisturizer. Use turmeric or oat mask twice weekly. Consistency transforms these steps into results. Point 19. Combining natural and modern science. The best routines merge both worlds. You can pair a dermatologist-prescribed retinoid with natural calming ingredients like centella or oat extract. Use green tea alongside sunscreen for antioxidant protection. Science and nature can complement, not compete. Point 20. Patience and realistic expectations. Natural remedies take time. You might see results after 4 to 6 weeks, not overnight. But improvements from natural care are often more stable and sustainable because they work with your skin, not against it. Think long-term. Every day of gentle, consistent care is a step towards stronger, calmer skin. Point 21. The emotional impact of going natural. Switching to natural remedies can feel empowering. It reconnects you with your body and the earth. But remember, natural skincare is not a religion. Don't feel guilty for using modern treatments when necessary. The best skincare philosophy is flexibility, using what works, with mindfulness and respect for your skin's individuality. Point 22. The long game. Nature and consistency. The skin's natural cycle takes about 1 month. Each cell that dies and renews reflects the care you've given it. Stay consistent with gentle, nature-inspired rituals. Over time, acne becomes less frequent, scars fade, and your complexion stabilizes. The real miracle isn't in the honey, tea tree oil, or aloe. It's in your discipline and belief that slow, kind care can transform your skin from the inside out. Article 12. Treating body acne. Back, chest, and shoulder breakouts. Point 1. Why body acne deserves more attention. Most skincare advice focuses on the face. But acne doesn't stop there. For many people, it extends to the back, chest, and shoulders. These areas have larger oil glands and thicker skin, which makes them more prone to clogging. Body acne can be painful, itchy, and confidence-draining, especially during summer or before social events. The good news, it's treatable and often easier to manage than facial acne once you understand the triggers. Point 2. What causes body acne? Body acne develops through the same process as facial acne: clogged pores, excess sebum, bacteria, and inflammation. But several unique factors make body acne worse: sweat, friction from clothes, backpacks, and even laundry detergent residues all contribute. When combined with heat and humidity, the back becomes the perfect breeding ground for acne-causing bacteria. Point 3. The role of sweat and friction. Sweat itself doesn't cause acne. It's the combination of sweat and tight clothing that traps moisture and bacteria against your skin. This creates an environment where pores get blocked and inflammation begins. Wearing tight gym wear for hours after exercising is one of the most common triggers. Always shower immediately after sweating heavily, and avoid synthetic fabrics that trap heat. Point 4. Common mistakes that make body acne worse: many people scrub their back and chest aggressively, thinking it will clean the acne away. In reality, that irritation breaks the barrier and spreads bacteria. Other common mistakes include using hair conditioner that drips down the back, leaving residue, or sleeping in sweaty clothes. Acne thrives in trapped heat, oil, and friction. The fix is gentle cleansing and breathable fabrics, not punishment. Point 5. The difference between body acne and folliculitis: not every bump on your back is acne. Folliculitis, inflammation of hair follicles, often looks similar but feels itchier and spreads faster. Folliculitis is usually caused by yeast or bacteria, not oil glands. If bumps are very small, red, and itchy, especially after sweating, you might have fungal acne. The treatment is slightly different and includes antifungal washes or creams. Point 6. Step 1. The right cleansing routine. Cleansing is your first line of defense. Use a salicylic acid, ∗ body wash, or a benzoyl peroxide wash once daily. These ingredients remove oil, clear pores, and kill bacteria effectively. Massage the wash into affected areas and let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes before rinsing. Don't rush, contact time matters. After showering, pat dry with a clean towel. Never rub. Point 7. Step 2. Exfoliate wisely. Exfoliating removes dead skin and keeps pores open. Use chemical exfoliants like glycolic acid or lactic acid once or twice a week. Avoid harsh body scrubs or loofahs; they can tear inflamed skin. Instead, use a soft washcloth or chemical exfoliant pads. Consistency matters more than intensity. Point 8. Step 3. Moisturize the right way. Dry skin leads to more oil production. So even oily or acne-prone areas need hydration. Choose lightweight, non-comedogenic lotions with ingredients like niacinamide, ceramides, and hyaluronic acid. Avoid thick butters or oils such as coconut oil, which can clog pores. Point 9. Step 4. Treat targeted breakouts for stubborn spots. Apply benzoyl peroxide gel, 2.5 to 5%, or azelaic acid cream after showering. If you prefer natural options, tea tree oil, diluted, or niacinamide serum can help reduce inflammation without harshness. Spot treat daily until inflammation subsides. Point 10. Step 5. Protect your skin from sweat and heat. Wear loose, breathable fabrics made of cotton or bamboo. Avoid sitting in sweaty clothes or gym gear. If you must wear a backpack often, place a soft cotton layer between the strap and your back to reduce friction. Remember, airflow prevents bacterial buildup. Point 11. Body acne and hair products. Many people unknowingly worsen their back acne with their hair routine. Conditioners, oils, and styling creams that contain silicones or waxes can clog pores as they rinse down your back. The solution: wash your body after washing your hair. That way, you remove any leftover residue. Point 12. The power of benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide remains one of the most effective treatments for body acne. It kills acne-causing bacteria and reduces inflammation. Use a 5% body wash in the shower, but rinse thoroughly and use white towels. It can bleach fabrics. Within 4 to 6 weeks, you'll notice fewer active breakouts and smoother texture. Point 13. When fungal acne is the real culprit. If your acne doesn't improve with typical acne products, it might be fungal acne, caused by yeast, Malassezia. It thrives in humid areas like the back, chest, and scalp. Use ketoconazole shampoo as a body wash 2 to 3 times weekly, letting it sit on the skin for 5 minutes before rinsing. Fungal acne improves quickly when treated correctly, sometimes within 2 weeks. Point 14. Diet's role in body acne. Body acne reacts to internal inflammation just like facial acne. Reduce dairy, sugar, and processed food intake. Add anti-inflammatory. Article 17. The Art of Consistency: How Daily Habits Transform Skin and Self-Esteem. Point 1. Why consistency matters more than any product. The world of skincare is filled with miracle claims, visible results in 7 days, instant glow. Yet the truth is less glamorous and far more empowering. What you do every day matters more than what you buy once. Consistency is the quiet engine behind every success story. Point 2. The rhythm of skin. Your skin is not static, it breathes in cycles. Every cell lives, dies, and renews within about a month. Oil fluctuates daily, hydration shifts hour to hour. When you synchronize care with this biological rhythm, healing becomes inevitable. Point 3. Habits are stories we tell our skin. Each repeated gesture, washing, moisturizing, protecting, teaches your skin what to expect. A steady routine tells it you are safe, you can heal. Chaos and inconsistency confuse the barrier, leading to flare-ups. Point 4. Why we quit before results arrive. Most people give up just as healing begins. The first weeks of any treatment can cause purging or minor irritation. Many interpret this as failure. Understanding biology prevents disappointment. Skin rebuilds slowly, like trust. Point 5. The psychology of consistency. Consistency is self-respect in motion. Every night you remove your makeup instead of collapsing into bed, you send your mind a message. I keep promises to myself. That trust radiates outward as confidence. Point 6. Morning rituals as anchors. Morning skincare isn't about vanity, it's a mental reset. Cleansing says, I'm starting fresh. Moisturizer says, I will protect myself. Sunscreen says, I respect my future. 3 simple sentences, spoken through action. Point 7. Night rituals as repair. Night care closes the loop. It's where regeneration happens, not just for skin but for the nervous system. The slow massage of cream, the quiet lighting, the smell of clean pillowcases signal to your body that it's safe to rest. Point 8. The compound interest of small acts. Just as one workout doesn't build strength, one serum doesn't change skin. But 300 gentle cleanses over a year rebuild a barrier that once was broken. Tiny acts compound like savings. Their value is time. Point 9. Tracking progress by feeling numbers and photos help, but true progress is felt. Notice if your skin stings less, if you touch your face with more care, if your sleep deepens. These invisible wins precede visible change. Point 10. Identity-based habits. When you decide, I am someone who never forgets sunscreen, your brain aligns behavior to belief. Habits rooted in identity outlast motivation. You don't fight willpower, you embody values. Point 11. Designing for success. Make it easy to be consistent. Keep products visible and accessible. Simplify the number of steps. Prepare a travel kit. Remove friction between intention and action, and discipline feels like flow. Point 12. The role of environment. Your bathroom is more than a room, it's a behavioral cue. Soft lighting, organized shelves, and pleasant aroma invite routine. A messy counter whispers chaos. Create an environment that rewards care. Point 13. Consistency and hormone. Stable habits stabilize biology. Regular sleep, hydration, and nutrition balance cortisol and insulin, which directly affect oil production. Consistency outside the bathroom matters as much as what you apply inside it. Point 14. The danger of perfectionism. All or nothing thinking kills progress. Missed a night? Continue tomorrow. Consistency is about returning, not never straying. Your skin forgives as quickly as you do. Point 15. Listening to feedback. Skin speaks through texture, tone, and comfort. Redness says slow down, flakiness says hydrate, dullness says rest. Responding wisely turns routine into relationship. Point 16. The neuroscience of habit. Each repetition carves a path in the brain. At first, effort feels heavy, later automatic. When you pair skincare with a reward, a song, a smell, a moment of praise, the brain tags it as pleasure, not chore. Point 17. Energy management over time management. Consistency requires energy, not hours. If you're exhausted, simplify rather than skip. A single cleansing wipe and a breath of gratitude keep momentum alive. Point 18. Community and accountability. Share your goals with a friend or online group. Accountability turns discipline into connection. When others cheer your progress, dopamine makes the habit stickier. Point 19. The plateau and the breakthrough. Every journey has a boring middle, the weeks when nothing seems to change. But beneath the surface, skin is reorganizing. Hold steady. Breakthroughs belong to those who endure the quiet phase. Point 20. Minimalism is mastery. Experts often return to basics: cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. Simplicity reduces decision fatigue and irritation. When you do less with care, results multiply. Point 21. Habit stacking in practice. Attach new actions to existing ones. Moisturizer after brushing teeth, lip balm before checking messages. Routines grow organically when they piggyback on old habits. Point 22. The nutrition connection every meal is a message to your skin. Antioxidants, omega-3 fats, and hydration fuel cell repair. Processed sugar and alcohol undo weeks of effort. Consistency in diet amplifies skincare's power. Point 23. Sleep. The silent step sleep is not a luxury, it's a treatment. During deep sleep, growth hormone repairs tissue and circulation improves. Regular sleep times create predictable healing windows. Point 24. Movement. As skincare exercise oxygenates skin and moves lymph, reducing puffiness. You don't need intense workouts, a daily walk and stretch routine suffice. Consistency beats intensity again. Point 25. Emotional discipline. Emotional consistency matters too. Chronic anger or worry keeps skin in inflammation mode. Journaling, therapy, or mindful breathing lower cortisol, which acts like an internal serum. Point 26. The power of reflection. Every month, pause and observe. What worked? What felt forced? Reflection turns habit into wisdom. It's how you evolve from follower to author of your own routine. Point 27. Ritual as resilience. When life falls apart, ritual holds you together. Even washing your face can be a gesture of stability. The body remembers peace through repetition when the mind forgets. Point 28. Grace. For setbacks, breakouts, and bad weeks will come. They don't erase progress. Self-blame adds inflammation. Grace is the most underrated skincare ingredient. Point 29. Consistency beyond skin. Once you master consistency in skincare, you realize it's transferable. The same discipline improves finances, fitness, relationships. Care is a universal language of stability. Point 30. The long view. 6 months from now, your skin will not remember the night you were tired. It will remember the 100 nights you showed up. Patience is visible. Consistency is confidence made tangible. Point 31. Closing reflection. Consistency is not glamorous. It's quiet, ordinary, and invisible, until one morning you catch your reflection and see clarity where chaos used to be. Then you understand, discipline was never about restriction, it was a form of love. Article 18. The journey to healthy skin, learning patience, presence, and self-trust equals. There's a quiet truth that most people never tell you about skincare. Healing your skin is not a race, it's a relationship. And like all relationships, it needs time, communication, and forgiveness. In an age that measures progress by before and after photos, patience feels outdated, but patience is exactly what your skin has been waiting for. Every cell inside you works on its own rhythm. When you finally slow down enough to move at that rhythm, healing begins. Your skin is not a surface. It's an organ, the largest one you have, and it listens to your emotions more closely than you think. Every spike of stress, every restless night, every small moment of kindness changes it. The language of the skin is subtle: warmth, sensitivity, dryness, color, texture. These are not problems to fix, but signals to read. When you treat your skin like a conversation instead of a project, it starts to trust you again. We've been conditioned to believe that beauty means speed. Fast results, quick fixes, visible glow in 7 days. But the truth is that real skin healing never happens under pressure. Think of how a wound closes slowly, quietly, one layer at a time. If you pick at it, it scars. If you let it be, it rebuilds stronger than before. The same law applies to acne, sensitivity, hyperpigmentation, or aging. You can't rush biology. You can only cooperate with it. There's a difference between control and care. Control says, I need to fix this now. Care says, I'm here for as long as it takes. One creates anxiety, the other builds peace. When you start approaching skincare from a place of support instead of frustration, something beautiful happens. The skin softens, the jaw unclenches, breathing deepens. Healing stops being a goal and becomes a natural side effect of calm. Presence is another forgotten ingredient in skincare. Many people wash their face like they're late for something else. But when you pay attention, the temperature of the water, the weight of your hands, the rhythm of your breath, those 2 minutes of cleansing become meditation. You reconnect with your body through touch. You remind yourself that you exist beyond screens and schedules. This simple awareness nourishes your nervous system, and the nervous system, in turn, nourishes the skin. We often underestimate how much emotion the skin carries. Blushing, sweating, breaking out, paling, all of these are expressions of inner states. When you calm your thoughts, your skin literally changes color and tone. Stress hormones constrict blood vessels and suppress healing. Peace expands circulation and oxygen. So when someone says, "You look radiant today," what they really mean is that your nervous system is finally exhaling. Patience in skincare is hard because we live surrounded by instant feedback. A message arrives in seconds, a meal in minutes, an image in milliseconds. But the body still moves at human speed. The skin takes weeks to respond to change, months to rebuild collagen, years to show the reward of steady care. Accepting that delay is not giving up, it's aligning yourself with the truth of time. Self-trust grows in the same way. You start with small promises. "I'll cleanse gently tonight." You keep them. You add more. "I'll wear sunscreen even when it's cloudy." Over time, those kept promises form evidence, proof that you can depend on yourself. And when you trust yourself, confidence becomes quiet and stable. You no longer panic over one breakout because you know you have the tools and the patience to handle it. Some people treat skincare like punishment. They attack the skin with acids, scrubs, and treatments until it's raw. But the body doesn't respond to punishment, it responds to safety. Your skin doesn't need more aggression, it needs gentleness repeated long enough to rebuild its sense of security. If you could translate biology into language, your skin would say, "I'll open up when I feel safe again." The culture 11. The placebo of hope. Even when a cream doesn't dramatically change appearance, the belief that you're caring for yourself has measurable psychological benefit. Hope activates reward circuits and lowers inflammation. The mind heals alongside the skin. 12. The inner critic. Most of us carry an inner voice that says, "You're not enough." It comments on every blemish. Notice it, but don't obey it. Respond with compassion. "I'm human. My skin works hard to protect me." Kindness softens both the voice and the wrinkles it causes. 13. Community and connection. Skincare can be solitary, but it also builds community, forums, spas, shared stories of progress. Connection itself releases dopamine and oxytocin, which help immunity and wound healing. Emotional support is medicine disguised as conversation. 14. Aging and acceptance. Aging skin tells the story of a life lived. Every line holds laughter, sorrow, endurance. When you shift from fighting time to caring through time, skincare becomes gratitude. Moisturizer turns into mindfulness. 15. The power of consistency. Consistency in skincare mirrors emotional stability. Small, repeated acts create big change. The patience you practice on your skin trains your brain to endure uncertainty in life. 16. Consumer culture and confusion. The beauty industry thrives on insecurity. The antidote is knowledge and boundaries. When you buy less but better, you reclaim control. The goal isn't endless novelty, it's sustainable joy. 17. Sleep, light, and emotion. Circadian rhythms tie skin renewal to rest. When you sleep well, repair hormones peak. Morning light resets serotonin, darkness signals melatonin. Respect these cycles, they're the silent skincare steps you can't bottle. 18. Healing through scent anchors memory. A favorite cream can remind you of safety. Choose products whose aroma calms rather than overstimulates. A gentle fragrance can lower anxiety by guiding breathing rhythm unconsciously. 19. How confidence changes skin posture, breathing, and expression affect circulation. When you feel confident, your face opens, more oxygen, more glow. Confidence isn't magic, it's improved physiology. 20. Digital detox and skin detox. Constant screen exposure raises cortisol and HV light damage. Taking breaks restores both your nervous system and your complexion. A calm mind reflects as calm skin. 21. Skincare as identity. For some, skincare is creative expression, textures, colors, steps. For others, it's a quiet rebellion against neglect. Both are valid. Rituals tell stories. I exist, I matter, I care. 22. The therapeutic mirror. Try this tonight. While applying moisturizer, look into your eyes and say one kind sentence to yourself. It feels awkward at first, but with time it reprograms self-talk. You're training the mind to see a friend, not a flaw. 23. Why slow beauty is the future. Slow beauty values progress over perfection, sustainability over speed. It's kinder to skin, to planet, to psyche. Healing takes time, so does trust in yourself. Point 24. Gratitude as a serum before bed. List one thing your skin did right today. Maybe it protected you from sun, healed a scratch, or glowed despite stress. Gratitude relaxes the vagus nerve, deepening sleep and repair. Point 25. Emotional inflammation. Anger, jealousy, and self-criticism are biochemical events. They raise cytokines, just like infection. Emotional hygiene, forgiveness, empathy, laughter is as crucial as cleanser and SPF. Point 26. The role of therapy. Sometimes skin issues mirror deeper wounds. Therapy helps separate appearance from worth. Many clients find their acne or dermatitis eases once they resolve chronic stress patterns. The skin listens to the psyche. Point 27. The art of aging gracefully. True beauty lies in harmony between inner peace and outer care. When you stop fearing time, you start glowing from acceptance. Skin becomes a map, not a mask. Point 28. The final reflection. Skincare is not about chasing youth, it's about preserving connection to yourself. When you wash your face tonight, you're not erasing, you're renewing. Every gentle motion says, I choose to begin again. Article 16. Skin confidence in the age of filters. Learning to love your real face. Point 1. The age of illusion. We live in a time where skin is no longer just skin. It's a filter, a brand, a digital identity. Every scroll shows faces so flawless they look unreal. Pores vanish, jawlines sharpen, cheeks glow under soft light. We forget that those faces are often pixels, not people. The danger is not the filter itself, but the way it reshapes our expectation of what human skin should be. Point 2. How filters rewrite reality. Filters flatten texture and erase imperfections, but in doing so they erase authenticity. When you see your unedited face after hours of filtered images, the brain perceives it as less attractive, a psychological phenomenon called contrast distortion. Your own reflection starts to feel like a mistake that needs fixing. Point 3. The rise of digital dysmorphia. Therapists now treat a new form of body dysmorphia driven by social media. People bring filtered photos to clinics and ask to look like their own edited selves. This disconnect between digital and real skin fuels anxiety, self-doubt, and a constant sense of inadequacy. Point 4. Skin is story, not error. Your skin records your life, sleep lost, tears shed, smiles repeated. Each mark is a chapter. When you erase them all, you erase context. Healthy skin is alive and therefore flawed. Perfection is a kind of death. Point 5. The science of perception. Humans read faces through texture and micromovement. A filter that removes all texture creates